And we're live, guys. Welcome to RNVP, Real Nerd Variety Podcast, episode 3.
Episode 3.
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
What's up? What's up?
Introduce yourself.
All right. I'm John. I'm new to the channel, but I'm more into anime, Gundam, sports, all that kind of stuff. So just a little bit about myself.
Well, you guys already know who I am. If you watch episode 1 and 2, you already know the full gist of what I am right now. A hard R.
This guy. It's J Ron, aka Mr. I played 2K since 2K. Yes, that's me. I'm probably gonna have a name every podcast. I just gotta keep making new ones. But don't be hating.
I don't hate.
I mean, I literally been playing 2K since 2K on the Dreamcast though, so it's not like I'm lying.
You were playing 2K last week though. You were the friendly neighborhood Jerron.
Yeah, because Spiderman's lit. I'm still playing it. So.
Facts. Hey, shout out to Spiderman. I think they said they beat God of War on sales.
Wow.
We know they did it in the UK and Japan. We don't know the American numbers yet.
Hey man, they did it in Japan and UK. I'm pretty sure they did it here.
They like doubled the God of War numbers in Japan though. That's how much they sold. It's crazy.
That's actually pretty crazy.
Okay, well, I guess I'll introduce myself, Jake. Yeah.
Wow, that was weak.
Yeah.
Mr. RNVP himself.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's gonna be an interesting ass episode. Cause I got a lot to talk about.
Let it begin.
So this episode is going to be a heavy focus on the events of this week, including the whole DC situation and Nintendo Direct. So it's kind of like a like events going on with TV, and like we're going to be talking about here and there different things. But mainly the whole DC kind of thing going on.
I'm just gonna go ahead and jump in, bro.
I'm going to dive in, bro.
I think DCEU, bro, is the most failed big money experiment of the 2010s. It's terrible. Like it's WB are a bunch of incompetent just filmmakers. Like,
right.
Their infrastructure is so bad, bro. Like, I don't understand how you can see Marvel from 2008 to when did the DCEU start? Like 2013?
Yeah, that's around that time. Yeah,
2013. So you have 5 years to see what Marvel went through and to copy their template, and they didn't even do that. I don't know why. Because it might
be different, Jake. They wanted to be
no.
Right.
Because in my opinion, the DC universe has more intriguing content than Marvel. That's just me. I tend to like DC's content a lot more than Marvel's.
No, I get where you're coming from. It's more story based.
I think my overall problem is I think they don't really care about the genre or the medium that they're using to make money off of. Like, I don't think Warner Brothers really cares about comic book movies the way that Disney does. And it clearly shows because, I mean, I might not be the only person that thinks this, but I think the casting has been shaky, right? Like,
I think the casting's been decent for the most part.
Vincent, no. Like, who? Like, one is in rehab, okay, right now. Right now as we speak.
Is that Ben Affleck? Let me guess.
Yes, is in rehab.
Dang.
I'm not holding that against him, but bro, you should probably pick somebody who's not going through the fraud on this contract. I'm just saying.
Somebody who's got who's got themselves together.
Casting has been immaculate because everybody's been available to be in these movies.
True.
Mm-hmm.
And with DC now having Superman and Batman gone.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's like Jerry Rice and Joe Montana without, off of the 80 49ers. Like, what are we doing?
It's like the Patriots without Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Basically.
What you really gonna go like? And see, that's the sad part because this reflects on what I think is gonna end up happening. Like, I think Shazam looks like a bad movie, and I think it's gonna be a bad movie.
It is.
I think that Aquaman is going to visually slap so entirely hard that it's not funny, but because it's Aquaman, we're gonna clown it. Well, the majority of people are gonna clown it because nobody takes Aquaman seriously, right?
I don't know. I feel
happening. Like, I think,
but the comics kind of brought him up, though. I think in a different limelight. So I think that kind of helped.
But John, like, people don't know that. Like, the average, like, that's the problem. Like, I don't think Warner Brothers is a good business overall because they don't treat comic book superhero movies as the investments that they should be. So you make a movie about Aquaman, which I would want to see, but the average consumer, the person that they're really trying to get into the theaters, is going to clown him because he's a joke.
Well, it's not even just that. If you think about it, this Aquaman movie setup, it reminds me of the first Thor movie. Like,
yeah, like that's who he's supposed to be in the DCEU, like Thor, right?
Yeah, and it's gonna that how bad that first Thor movie is. It's gonna be the same as the Aquaman movie.
I'm still gonna go see it because I like Aquaman. The character.
Right. Same here.
It's the casting's bad. I think the executives and the people who write the stuff are really bad because this edgelord attitude y'all have about every dang movie. I hate it. You don't need to be edgy every movie.
I will say this. I think it does. Aquaman does have some dark points in there, like with his brother, because they're bringing his brother. It seems like in this movie and Black Manta. Have
dark points in movies. It's just when the movie is just splashed with dark, like you're dark.
I'll tell you why. No, I'll tell you why. 2 words: Dark Knight.
Vincent, that's realism. That's not dark.
No, because they've been
realistic.
They've been going for the edginess. They've been trying to go for the edginess of those movies.
But those movies were never edgy. They were just realistic. Christopher Nolan was a good director. He can bring that out of a movie.
To them, it was edgy, and they're trying to follow it up.
All I will say is when you have a character from Marvel Universe make jokes about how dark your movies are,
you got a problem. Like
when you have Deadpool making
bro, that's not good.
Dark jokes.
But I'm not surprised. That's Deadpool. They're gonna troll the crap out of everything.
But like the fact that you're the butt of the joke is not good.
No, it's not. But I do think, and hopefully Warner Brother does learn from those two. Superman and Batman, those two guys leaving, the Henry Cavill or Ben Affleck leaving. I hope they learn from that because, especially to me, I thought Henry Cavill is perfect for the Superman role. He's perfect.
I say for the most part they got it wrong, but I think he's the only person. Him and Wonder Woman,
right?
Are the only people I can honestly think that when I look at them, I see. Wonder Woman and Superman. Everybody else, nah, could not. I think Ben Affleck acted above his pay grade when it came to Batman vs Superman. I think he's the only redeeming quality of that movie. I liked his Batman. I thought he was good. I think he earned it, but at first I didn't want him to be that. Cyborg and Flash and Aquaman, I'm intrigued. That's like really it. Shazam, oh my god.
Jimmy Fallon.
What the hell?
Jimmy Fallon with superpowers. That's what Shazam is.
Yes, bro. Like, what the hell? Like the suit, it just looks cheap.
I don't know. He just looks bloated. It doesn't even look muscular. Like it looked it legit looks like someone just cut his face or his head above a muscular body. That's what it looks like. It looks like really bad CGI.
And that's sad because you have Henry Cavill who actually worked out to get to fit in, to make himself like Superman. But they could have hired a personal trainer to, kind of like achieve. I mean, of course, you can't achieve that comic book character vision, but you can at least get them to where they're working out and they put on some weight.
I mean, it's not gonna matter because if Warner Brothers keeps doing what they want, we were going to see Killmonger as with the big S on his chest.
That's true.
That's a horrible idea, and I don't want it.
I mean, there is a Superman series where Superman is
just make him Martian Manhunter.
Well, like I see where you're coming from, Kai. Like, or I see where you're coming from. Like, there is an Earth 2, African American Superman, but I mean, that's gonna be interesting.
That is so obscure. People on the movie, like you're only gonna have 26 people to go see the movie.
You guys have to understand, Warner Brothers, like I said, what they try to sell their superhero movies is through the actors, like big actors.
Not through the story. Yeah.
Do you think having big actors will sell the movie? It's like, well, if your story is trash, doesn't matter how big name actor it is. If anything, it's hurting their careers.
Yeah, it's all about the star power.
Yeah, well, the story for me, that's my thing. Like, you can have literally a no one act as these roles, but the story is good. They portray the character correctly, and like the comic book is, people are gonna like it regardless of they know the actor or not.
Yeah, I agree. I think, and that's what for me. Me being into comics and stuff, I'm absolutely
John,
I agree with you on that.
I really want to specifically hear you, because out of the four of us, you're the comic book head. Like, you're the dude that goes to the actual stores and like buys the comics.
Buys them.
Yeah, I want to hear your take on this, and I'm glad that you're on here so I can hear your take. What do you feel about the DCEU? What would you want?
I mean, I am disappointed with them rushing the whole Justice League thing, and I believe that they shouldn't have rushed it primarily. And I'm okay with Jason Momoa being Aquaman. I was okay with Henry Cavill. I was okay with those picks, but I would also like them to do a Flash movie. I would like to see Flash and Reverse Flash duke it out on the big screen. That would be nice. They got more speedsters in the comic books now, and with Kid Flash and several other characters from the Flash universe, they could do so much with it. And I know CW, they had their own thing going on, their own run going on, and I thought that was interesting. But I just think Warner Brother needs to do their research. I heard that I heard like they were supposed to be having Jeff Johns on, which to me he's great at writing comic books and he's great in the comic book universe. But they definitely need to do their homework. Like, if I was in them, I would gather all the comic books going on right now, and I sit down, read them, and then like come up with a new game plan. That's what I would do if I was in their shoes. Hit the restart button, be like, okay, we need to restart this. We didn't do well at the box office. Let's do some research. Let's read up on some comic books, come up with some new ideas, and then just go from there. Because there's a lot of good stuff. To me, I think there's some great comic books, like with the Flash series going on and the Martian Manhunter series. I would definitely like to see Martian Manhunter on the big screen, but he's not as popular. To me, I don't think he's as popular as the other characters are. And hopefully one day he does get his shot. But that's my take.
Jerron, what about you, man?
All I know about this situation is DC is rumored that they want to do a Supergirl series with this reboot or whatever. So they was talking about, even like if they did that, they couldn't bring Henry back anyway because they would need Superman to be younger. So they don't know what they're trying to do right now. I just think they need to go ahead and release these two movies and I guess start over and reboot the whole thing, because now you need a Batman and a Superman, which are your two cash cows for your series anyway.
Right.
And just go ahead and reboot, do your Supergirl movie you want to, but I don't know really who wants that, but they want to do it, so go ahead and do it and start the reboot from there. The only thing I say is, whatever you do, just leave Gal Gadot as
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, because she does a good Wonder Woman. But
I agree.
And then I don't understand, like the whole Justice League rush out was so stupid. Like, I wanted to be interested in Cyborg's character, but y'all didn't give me enough backstory. Like, you could have just made a Cyborg movie. Like, it wasn't that hard. Like, you messed it up for no reason. You should just follow, like Jake said, just follow the Marvel formula. You already know it works. I understand you wanted to be different, but some things you just gotta keep the same. You should have just had a movie for everybody, then smack them together. But it's whatever. Like I said, this DC movie's been trash anyway, so maybe the best thing they need to do is reboot.
Okay. Just to like wrap it up, honestly, on this topic, and kind of it's not even wrap it up because the next topic we're gonna talk about has something to do with the DCEU. But I'm gonna let Vincent get his rant off because we talked about this. What was it, like 2 days ago? Vincent?
So. Yeah, it was like a day ago.
I'm ready for this. I think the DCEU really, honestly, if they're entertainment, like the universe is basically, I'm gonna bring it back to this. Like with the purchase of Time Warner, AT&T's purchase of Time Warner, and now AT&T is like the overlord of the DCEU. They're gonna do some reshuffling of the whole thing. So I do think they're gonna reboot. I don't know when. If I was them, I would do what Jerron said, just make a movie for everybody and then bring them together. Honestly. I'm gonna actually take something back that I said earlier. I don't think Aquaman is gonna be the best movie of the three. And the reason why I say 3 is because the Wonder Woman sequel is being shot right now. I think that's gonna probably be the best movie that DC's probably gonna come out with. And after that, reboot everything. But we will all agree that DC makes the best TV and animated stuff, right?
Not with this upcoming one.
No. That's something different, Vincent. I mean, like TV, like CW.
I mean, yeah, no. CW does a good job.
That's a series. There's a difference. Like that's TV. Like you can't get that the show we're going to talk about. You can't get that on TV.
Yeah, no, definitely.
This is a subscription service. So,
garbage. Yeah, I agree with the CW thing. That's why I was saying earlier they should take a page from that.
Yeah, we all agree they do great work with the animated movies, the animated universe movies.
I love their the DC animated movies. They've been great.
Yeah, the animated movies are awesome.
Definitely.
Well, I don't know if y'all know, but DC is coming out with their own subscription service. Yeah, and it's called DC Universe, and basically you get like all the comics, and then you get their original series. And so it's like that's Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing, Young Justice season 3, and then their flagship show is Titans. And
garbage.
Oh God!
Garbage. Just garbage.
Screens. Well, Entertainment Weekly, I think. Or was it Entertainment Weekly? I think so.
Yeah, it was.
They got some high-res pictures of the cast. In this version, there's no Cyborg. It's just Starfire.
Yeah, which also is disappointing because he's
Boy, Robin, and Raven. So.
And Beast Boy.
Yeah, I said Beast Boy.
Oh, my bad. I was listening. Let me. I'm trying to scroll back up to see what I said specifically about that picture when you showed it.
While Vincent searches for that, I'm just going to tell everybody who doesn't know. They come out with more information in the article stating that this version, this Robin that we're following in the Teen Titans is, of course, Dick Grayson, right? But Jason Todd also exists in this universe, and they see each other. But
to inform people, Jason Todd is the second Robin. After Robin becomes Nightwing, Jason Todd he gets adopted to become the second Robin until
he supposedly dies.
No, he does die. Not supposedly, he does die. He gets killed by the Joker. There's an animated movie. It's one of the best.
I thought, he did die. Yeah, I say supposedly because he does come back, but yeah, he did die.
No, he dies.
He dies. Yeah.
The Joker did work. Man took a crowbar.
So yeah, but they meet each other, and that can't exist because if you look at the pictures, Vincent, if I'm not mistaken,
they're both Robins, and
they're both Robins. But doesn't Dick Grayson look a lot younger than Jason Todd, and doesn't he look a lot smaller?
My issue is the fact that they look the same age, and I'm like,
bro, Jason looked like he paid bills.
So like,
No,
there's
really
the
does.
issue,
No,
and the thing is like,
no, look how baby faced,
I saw the photo.
and then look how rugged, bruh. Jason Todd
Yeah.
look like a Marine. Like what?
He really does.
like Vince, that's the thing that struck me. It's not the same age. It was like, okay, not only is this comic book just wrong, like for
Yeah.
the narrative, it just looks stupid.
yeah,
That's why I said people. That's why they got to do their research first.
no one's gonna do the research because people aren't like superhero shows are now just becoming popular. Like people are now just giving them a chance to watch it. So
Wow.
they're not gonna take the chance to read the comic. They're not gonna go behind, not unless they're really curious. Like, you know, like you see all these like fans for these Marvel movies, but I can guarantee you, almost half of them have not read the comic book series.
Yeah, that's
Like,
well,
Their
well,
knowledge of the superheroes is what Disney has pushed out on them for them to watch or see.
yeah. Like Marvel has done a good job of telling you the lore of the character. DC
but see,
doesn't.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I agree that.
Well, I can't judge the series because I haven't seen it, but from the pictures, it doesn't look like it's going to be an interesting story. I mean, even the trailer looked like, you know,
I mean,
meh.
So I found what I said 2 days ago. So I said I have Starfire, who looks like she just got fired from the cast of Empire. Robin looks like he missed the shooting for Watchmen, and Raven Beast would look like rejects from the old Cartoon Network show 16.
Oh,
Like,
I mean, he's right there.
so like, okay, so like, can we talk about why Starfire is black? Is that a
Yeah, go ahead and say it. Yeah.
no, because like it's not that I'm not like I'm just curious to see why they did that. And then my other thing is when you look if you so like if you guys look at this picture, everyone here, so like you look at Beast Boy, Robin, and Raven, and they look like they literally just finished middle school. And then Starfire legit looked like she been through like she been through hell. Like she looked like she had 4 kids already. She ready to like raid the streets of like, I don't know what she's wearing. Like, and I don't know. I don't get a Starfire vibe from her whatsoever.
I mean, I kind of see where you come from. I agree too. I didn't get that vibe either. You know,
I don't care that she's black. She just
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
But I don't get a Starfire vibe.
Stupid because I mean, you know, these are make believe aliens
Right.
making whatever color you want, and I'm guessing when she uses her power, her black skin with the CGI will make it look like.
I mean, Raven's the one that bothers me the most.
You know what I have a problem with, Vince, is why is she a hooker?
That's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying, though. You see what
so disrespectful though. Like to Starfire character,
yeah,
like a prostitute.
No. My thing is no disrespect to the actress. Like props to her for getting that spot, you know. But at the same time, I'm like, whoever was in charge of your makeup or your wardrobe, like outfit, they legit made you look like you on the cast of Empire, not
like for real. Like no, for real. Like
I agree.
Alien. Like just give her
alien look. Yeah.
Like it's not even the black skin that's annoying. It's like, but you see, but like I don't want to take it this way, but like why they got a black woman dressed up like a hooker, dog? Like
I agree.
Hey, man, you tell me. That's what I'm saying.
That looks so just out of touch. Like it just, I don't know, man. Like
they could have done better. Yeah, they could have done better.
Here's the thing:
the show
Starfire series. There's a separate comic book series for Starfire that came out. It came out. I want to say about a year and a half ago, about 2 years ago. It branched off to its own thing when the Jason Todd his comic book series started their own thing. And like, don't get me wrong, the Starfire in the comic book series, she's grown as well. But the thing is, when they show her, she's already had her adventures with Teen Titans. Like, in my opinion, if they told me that this Starfire that they're trying to portray is her older, then she shouldn't be with the Teen Titans, in my opinion. Like, I wouldn't have an issue with that, but they're trying to make it to where she's a kid, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get a young vibe from her. Like, I see a more mature vibe.
An older, version. I agree.
The problem is that they have source material in the animated series that they could have easily
into
Titans. Like they could have just easily taken the Teen Titans from the DC animated movies where Dick Grayson's Nightwing and Starfire is older and they're the team leaders and they go out trying to find recruits, that would be a dope series. I would want to watch that. But this one looks like a Teen Wolf version of Teen Titans.
Oh no, not Teen Wolf.
And I like Teen Wolf. Like that's
Teen Wolf was good though.
Teen Wolf was actually good. Like I like Teen Wolf.
I don't know what I'm looking right now with this. Like
I never watched Teen Wolf, so I have no comment on that.
Look, let me just look at this. Like, okay, so like I'm looking at Raven again, and she legit looks like she can go for the reboot of Casper. With
I'm looking at this picture right now too. And
I'm just like that's what another thing that bothers me. Like Raven, why does she look like that? Like I don't know. I know she's supposed to have like this. I know she's like the daughter of Trigon, but come on, jeez.
I mean, my thing is maybe
she look like she's homeless too.
She does.
I don't know. Like I think I'm caught up with the whole like because I've watched Teen Titans as like a kid. I watched the original series, and you know what? The Teen Titan Go wasn't too bad either. But I'm looking at this.
It wasn't my thing. It wasn't my thing. But I get where you're coming from. Hey, to each his own.
It wasn't that bad, yo.
It wasn't my thing. That's because for me, I'm so used to seeing the other version, you know.
I mean, I am too. My sisters watched the Teen Titans Go, and it was funny because they did a lot of it was like a parody of a lot of things. Like if you were into DC Universe and you knew a lot of the lores, the Teen Titans Go they made fun of a lot of stuff. It was actually pretty funny to see.
It really was funny.
It was great in my opinion, which is why I enjoyed it to a certain extent. But this is so far fetched out that it kind of bothers me. And you know what? Let's think about this. I don't even want to imagine what Beast Boy his CG.
I know. Oh my! That's what I was thinking about too. Because I'm looking at him right now, and I'm like, why did they make him look like that? Like he look like he's part of some.
I think
I don't know.
Got all the character designs wrong.
They did. They did.
It looks really bad.
I mean, I'll give props to Robin's suit though. That was a pretty decent one.
I mean, that's the best thing about it, right?
Yeah.
That's the best thing about the look so far. Like, I hope they get Starfire out of those hooker clothes and get her an actual uniform. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like this is just a starter kit for now. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. This is a good segue into like, just as you see these like streaming services and all these companies getting these subscription services, I want y'all to know, I want to know how y'all feel about that. And like, are you going to cut the cord anytime soon? Have y'all thought about it? What cord cutting services would y'all recommend? Pros, cons, stuff like that. So,
all right. So,
I've been waiting. I know.
All right. I don't have cable. I only got streaming services. I only got internet. So technically I've already cut the cord. All right. So I'm gonna start with the cons first. The problem with these streaming services is that it's getting to the point where there's too many, to the point where it's kind of defeating the purpose of not having cable. Because like I'm gonna put it in terms of anime. I was talking to Vincent about this. So with anime, it's to the point now where you have Verve, you got this new streaming service called High Dive, you got Netflix, and you have Amazon
and
Crunchyroll
and Hulu. Well, Crunchyroll is part of Verve, so that's why I just said Verve.
Gotcha.
But so everyone wants exclusive animes to make their service popular. The problem is, since these anime, they starting to grab these animes and making them exclusives, it's to the point where if I want to watch something, I gotta be like, okay, this looks cool. Now, what streaming service is it on? And it's like, oh, you're only on Amazon. Well, I can't watch you. It's like, oh, you're only on High Dive. Well, I can't watch you because I only got Verve and Netflix, and that's $20 already. That's $10 a piece. So it's like, the cons of these streaming services is going to get to the point where I'm gonna have to, like, if I want to watch everything, I'm gonna have to own all of them, or I'm gonna have to pick and choose which ones I want based on what they offer, which is just
defeats the purpose.
It defeats the purpose. Like at that point, you should just give it a cable service and put them on there. Like it's but streaming services as a whole is not a bad thing because I really like Verve. It gives you like so many options in one package for $10. So that's a great service. Netflix is always Netflix, and they're getting good shows now that I want to watch. So I would recommend Verve and Netflix. Amazon Prime is actually starting to get better shows, like even like regular TV shows. So you already use Amazon Prime to get packages. Please use the Amazon Prime Video, like because you're still paying for it anyway, so you might as well use it.
Yep.
So get that. I can't recommend High Dive because I never had it. It's only $5.99 a month or $4.99 a month. These are $5 or $6, so it's a cheaper service. But I've already looked through their catalog and they don't have a lot of stuff. They got some popular shows, but they don't have a lot of stuff. But to me, I don't know how new they are, but I've just heard about them the last month. So.
Yo, John, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
What popular shows do they have?
I know they have Fate Stay Night. I saw on there.
Yeah, Fate Stay Night. They got the new No Game No Life movie.
Okay.
And they have, I think they have Attack on Titan on there too.
Right. I'm gonna let everybody go because I'm this is something I've really been wanting to talk about and what I recommend. But okay, you done?
For the most part. Oh, and then also with like YouTube TV and PlayStation View and Direct TV now.
Yeah.
If you want cable without the cable bill, they're actually good alternatives. The other con we have though, in America at least, I don't know about the rest of the world, is that we have data caps here. So it's like, yes, it's cool to stream the stuff for cheap prices, but it's a point where it's like, if I want to use more than a terabyte, I might have a cable service because I don't know why y'all like Comcast, boy, they be trying to eat you once you go over your terabyte cap. So like, we gotta here in America, we gotta figure out like, are we doing caps? Are we going to not cap? Like, we just gotta figure that out because if we cap and then it kind of just makes sense to get cable at that point. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm done.
Vincent, John.
I mean, I'm honestly on board with it too because like I'm about the same. I don't really watch TV because I'm always on the go with work, school, and everything. So it's like I don't really get the chance to sit down. And the thing is, like, I always have my phone or my laptop with me, and like when I do get to sit down, I'm usually playing games for the most part. Now, if it's bored, you know, the first thing I do is I go to YouTube, I go to my subscription services because you know it's right there. I'm paying for things that I will watch. I'm not, you know, like my parents, they pay, I think about 60, $70 for cable, and they hardly use it. And the only reason why they have that is because our internet came with a package with it, which was a great deal. So that's the only reason why we have cable still. But for the most part, we don't even use it right now. So I think we're going to start seeing a shift into the future. And I think these cable companies or these providers, they're going to start noticing that they're going to have to move on to internet. And unfortunately, I think what's going to happen is what Dron fears the most is that these services are going to get so separated and they're going to get their hands on so much exclusives that you're going to essentially have to pay almost the same amount for cable TV again. Only difference is it's all online now rather than just being local. But I mean, personally, I like it though. I mean, like I said, I pay for shows I watch on a daily basis. I mean, I have Netflix, Verve. Those are my two main subscriptions I use. And you know what? I have access to a huge amount of anime. And the thing is, like, there's a handful that I do enjoy that they don't provide. But I mean, I just go to other websites for those for the most part.
I would say, Vincent, that cable company already recognized the shift. That's why they made data caps.
True. Yeah, true. Bunch of a-holes.
John, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, Vincent, I'm gonna agree with you on what you said with the cable thing. Like that's the same thing with why my mom got it. It came with internet and all that stuff.
Yep.
But the other thing is, I don't want to pay for, like Netflix and the Amazon Prime, because I'm not gonna lie, there are some of the shows on Amazon Prime that I like Man in the High Castle. I really want to see Jack Ryan, and I definitely want to see the new season of Man in the High Castle. It's good, Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan's good, bro.
Gosh, I really want to see it, but I don't have the funds right now currently to like subscribe to Amazon Prime, So for me, it's a money thing. That's my issue. And I could see where you guys are coming from with that, like going to these different services to watch different shows. That is becoming a big issue. Like I even wanted to see what was this new Star Trek show, but it's only on CBS Go. And it's like that's another exclusive streaming service thing. And I'm like, well, I don't want to pay money for that, because if I really wanted to watch all these shows, I'd probably be paying for like 4 or 5 different streaming services, and I can't afford that. So that's the biggest con for me. It's probably money wise. So
yeah,
that's my take on it.
Okay. I think I like everybody's answers, and I kind of agree. The only thing I would have to say is I don't really mind all the options. I don't really mind the exclusivity that these channels are trying to create, but I do think we are kind of jumping the gun saying that everybody is going to be like separated, because I do think a lot of these internet companies, I think AT&T has showed people that the next great bidding war will be these internet companies owning the content. So I can see Comcast or some other telecommunication company trying to buy Netflix or something like that. I'm kind of mixed, because I do see a proliferation. Like, I hate that Disney is making their own service and they're taking all their movies off of Netflix, and it's like that sucks. I think Black Panther is the last. No, Avengers. Is Avengers or Black Panther? It's either Avengers or Black Panther is the last Marvel movie that will be on Netflix ever.
Yeah, I think so.
That sucks. Like,
yeah, that's
it
terrible.
does make you shell out the money, but this is the thing, guys. You don't really have to if you just, finagle the system.
See, the problem is
I don't have the resources to finagle. Y'all can hook me up, hook your boy up over here.
But John, that's what I'm getting ready to tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all in the future what I am going to do, because I already have a cheat code. I can't tell y'all the cheat code, because
I got you.
In order for me to get the cheat code, I had to basically say, I can't tell anybody the cheat code. You just gotta find out yourself. But this is what I would do. I would buy the yearly subscription for Amazon Prime. They're the most they're one of the most wealthiest companies on the face of the planet. And they have a bunch of money they can throw at series. If I'm not mistaken, they're making a Lord of the Rings series as we speak.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like a Game of Thrones budget Lord of the Rings show.
Wow.
So
I didn't know that.
Okay, I would get the 4K version of Netflix. Okay, I would get Verve. And the reason why I would get Verve is because guess who just bought Verve?
AT&T.
AT&T.
Yes. So AT&T wants to own a subscription service. So it's just, it feeds back into, it's a feedback loop. We give you the internet, you use the internet for a subscription service that we own. That just means they're going to dump a whole bunch of money in Verve and get it popping. It was already popping. It's going to be stupid popping. They bought Funimation too, by the way.
Well, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they bought the suite.
Wow.
They bought the whole suite. They bought all those companies. They bought the distributor. That's what they did. And so all those companies basically have contracts with AT&T now. So the amount of money that these content creators are going to get from AT&T is going to be astronomical. I say go get Verve. That's 3, right?
I got 3.
I say don't get Hulu. Okay. And this is what you do. If you find the cheat code, I'm gonna give y'all a hint to go find the cheat code, because anybody can go find the cheat code.
All right.
You got to get a VPN though, and that's a virtual private network. That means that mask your IP address when you go to this site so your internet provider doesn't crack on you. Okay, you buy a VPN, and the hint is you got to find the last Megalinks post. If you find the last Megalinks post, you find a new website. I can't tell y'all what that website is, but it is lit. It is the wild, wild west of peer-to-peer. Boy, it's bruh. Whoo! I would get a Mega Links. I'll get a Mega Upload account because you can just have direct access to all this stuff. Like it's so beautiful. Just do that. But I gave y'all the hint. Y'all just gotta go find it. You just gotta finesse the system, though.
Well, I'm trying to do this stuff legally because I ain't got time to get a VPN address and do like I don't want to put that effort in. I just want to pay my $10 and watch what I want to watch.
Okay, John. No offense. Do you realize how lazy that sounded? Like
that's fine.
John,
okay, I had the right to be
VPN is just you go to the website and download the software. That's it. Then you're straight.
But don't you got to pay for that? Is that like a yearly subscription or something like that?
That's like $3 a month for NordVPN a month. $3. You could pay. You could pay $36 a year to mask your IP address so you can go get free content. You wouldn't do that.
I mean,
what? No, Tron. No, for real.
I mean, I don't want to go through all that hassle. I'm sorry.
I see both sides of the argument.
And then
what hassle is there though?
And then I'm gonna have to go hook my laptop to the TV. Like I use my PlayStation for apps, so I can make it easier. Like when it comes to entertainment, I'm trying to be as lazy as possible.
So you got everything there. I get where you're coming from.
I got Netflix on my PlayStation. I got Verve on my PlayStation. I got YouTube on my PlayStation. I don't have to go. I don't have to touch my laptop or cell phone. I can just watch everything I want to watch,
right,
in one little box. But if I do all that, then I'm gonna have to make sure that the PlayStation internet browser can handle that, which I don't think it can, because the PlayStation internet browser isn't really that good.
You don't get it off of your game system, Jerron. You just get it off of a computer. You just download it on the computer.
I know, but Jake,
God, that is so
like it sounds mad lazy and it is mad lazy, but
I respect it though. I respect it. That's just so lazy though. Oh my God.
It is, but like I said, entertainment is not.
I feel you because we're in 2018. You should have the luxuries of just hitting a couple of buttons, and going. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. But damn, Jerron, you would do it though. You would do it though. You're not that lazy. No, you're not. You're not that lazy. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're a tech snob. You will do it.
See, I'm the type of person where it'd be like, oh, I can't watch this. Oh, I'm just not gonna watch it. Then, like,
yeah, but like that's the cool thing. But that's the cool part about doing this is that you get to pick which one of those of all. So, like, if you don't want any of the subscription services, you just pick a series that you think you like. You don't have to download a full season. You can just get an episode. Watch the episode. If you don't like the episode, just delete it. Like, look at the control you would have over what you would want to watch.
I mean,
but I mean that to me that is worth whatever quote unquote hassle there is, even though there's not. You know what I'm saying?
It's not really a hassle.
So like that's what I'm saying. And then the best part about this is, I don't know about any of y'all. I want to have a Plex server. Which is dope. It's a free. That Plex is a free software that you can download, and it basically is a network that can be displayed out on a home network in your home, and you can basically stream upwards of 4K movies that you have downloaded onto this network. So what I was thinking about doing is like you just get a whole bunch of movies and TV series that you want. I've wanted to do 4K rips. Like get 4K Blu-rays and rip them and put them on the Plex server. So I'll start my 4K Blu-ray collection that I've always wanted to start, and then I'll rip them onto the Plex server. and I'll have it forever. And then if I get the Plex Premium, that means that the cool part about Plex Premium is now I can stream my network across the internet. So now Jerron can say I have Plex Premium, and Jerron's like, damn, I didn't see what's a future movie. I didn't see Captain Marvel, right? I could be like, yo, bro, I got the 4K Blu-ray. Here's my password. Now you just log into Plex and you're watching a 4K Blu-ray HDR movie from the comforts of your laptop, or you can connect it to your TV. The amount of control you can have over something like that. That's what I'm saying, John. It's worth it. It is worth it. That's what every last single home theater has. It's a Plex server. Everybody has one. And then you can control the content by being able to download it and then rip it. I mean, that just seems simple to me, because then you'll never run out of content. And then you'll get
a problem with it, dude.
Yeah. And then they'll get a point where you have enough content where you can start deleting subscription services.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with ripping stuff. I got a whole bunch of Blu-rays. Like, you see my shelf of Blu-rays. Like, if I could rip them all in one service, that'd be cool. But
I'm gonna actually give y'all the website. Just remind me when we get done recording. I can't give it to the audience, guys.
I don't blame you.
I can't do that because they can find out. So yeah, I mean, I think for subscription services though, I think we're not going to really be that stressed out with the options. I hope. Actually, let me knock on wood, because I hope not. But you know,
I can see it getting a lot worse before it gets better.
Yeah, because it looks like in the future you're gonna have to own upwards of 5, and that's not even counting your music subscriptions.
Exactly. I ain't trying to do that. Like, I just want Netflix and I want Verve, and then because I already got the Google Play subscription, which is like YouTube Red, and Google Play at the same time. So that's already 3. Like, I'm trying to be done after that. I don't want.
Jerron, let's count them off. So like, Amazon would be $200 a year.
Yeah, well,
wait, 200?
No, not 200. Like 120, ain't it?
No, yeah, I'm over exaggerating, John. My bad. It's like 120.
But you get the shipping. See, the thing about Amazon is that you get way more for that 120.
Oh yeah, dude, you get so much. Like, because I'm an avid reader, it would be really good to get Amazon Prime, because then you have the Kindle.
Yeah, exactly. You get the Kindle, you get the video, you get the music, and you get the free shipping, and you get special deals. And you got Amazon Prime Day. Like, they give you a lot of stuff for that service, so it's not really that bad.
Yeah, I think every grown adult should have Amazon Prime.
Well, I was gonna say, once I get my career started, then yeah, we can talk about Amazon Prime.
Investment, man. I hope they keep it at 120. No more price increases, Amazon. So you have that. You will have in the future, because me and Jerron are tech snobs. And we're all going to be tech snobs probably. We're going to have that 4K Netflix on deck, right? Mm-hmm. That's $15 a month.
And my gaming computer, I would like to have in the future.
Then like what Verve is like $10 a month, so that's $25.
$10 a month, yeah.
That's $25. And then what else would you get? Like, I know people who have the live version of Hulu. Like, they have the premium version, which gives you like 40.
I don't really care about that.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, would y'all buy the Disney subscription?
No.
Vincent,
probably not.
Nope, because I don't really watch Disney like that.
Right? Yeah, same here.
Would y'all buy the DC subscription?
No, definitely no.
I mean, but you're gonna have to, John, if you want to watch Young Justice season 3. Y'all forgot that's not coming TV. That is coming directly from DC.
I thought that was going to be on Netflix.
No.
Yeah. Wow.
It was, but it's not anymore.
It was. It's not anymore. That's not on Netflix, bro. That's on DC.
Tragic.
All right, so Jake, when you go ahead and buy that DC, look, Jake, when you go buy that DC,
I'll watch it.
No, I'm not buying the DC. I'm on that hoe. Like, what y'all shit?
I think I'm just gonna watch it from third-party sources.
Okay, hold on. I'm about to actually see. I'm about to go on right now, and I'm about to see how much the subscription service is for DC. They just released the prices, I think, like a day ago.
Ugh.
Wow. Well, for me, what I was looking at, if I were to get Amazon Prime and Verve, that's like 145 right there.
It's actually 240. It's 220 because you gotta think
Oh,
actually 240 because you gotta think Verve is $10 a month, so that's $120 a year. And then Amazon Prime is 120, so that's 240 a year.
So,
dang.
so actually, honestly,
But if you think about it, if you pay almost what $60-$70 a month for cable and so
you saving so much money. You are saving money.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So for the DC universe, it's $7.99 a month, which is not bad.
That's actually not bad. No, that's pretty good.
And then they have a yearly one, which is $75. That's for 12 months.
So I want to do 12 times 7. That's 84. You're saving about a month's worth of subscription.
So
but for me, if it's just one show, is it really worth it? I don't know. That's how I feel.
No.
Well, no, it's not one show. It's like
I'll pay for maybe 1 month.
The comics. It's 5 shows and then the comics. Like you get all the comics. Like you get like a lot
access to all. So you get access to all the comics that are currently out. That's the
currently
deal.
out, and then their classic lineup.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so you're getting a lot with that. I would probably get it if DC's stuff becomes better. Plus, John, they're putting old DC shows on there. So the Batman original series is on there. Batman Beyond is on there. The old Superman TV series is on there. The old Superman movies are on there.
Wow.
Oh God.
Yeah, like they have a lot on that. Like if you're a huge DC fan, which I am,
gotcha.
I would get it. This will be one of the subscription services I would get because I like to read.
I would test it out for a month.
I like to read DC comics.
Well, I would test it out for a month, see how it goes, and then if I like it, I'll stick with it. If I don't, then I won't.
I agree. I would test it out.
I mean, my thing is the only reason why I wouldn't get it is because I'm more heavy focused on anime. So like, it's just I like DC too, but I just anime. That's the only reason I won't get it. And the only reason why I would get it is just for Young Justice season 3.
Yeah. So will we all agree that the top 3 will probably be Amazon Prime, Netflix, and then Verve?
Yeah. Yes.
I can see that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, another great segue into something I think I think all of us really want to talk about, which is how do we feel about these subscription services and these content makers taking medium like video games and comics and turning them into TV series and movies. Now, I think we're not going to talk a lot about comics because that's been proven to work. But about video games, you have Halo being made by Showtime. And then you have the Witcher TV series that's being made by Netflix. And they just hired Henry Cavill, who was previously Superman for the DCEU. Yep. He is now Geralt for The Witcher. So how do y'all feel about that?
The Witcher would be fine because I think The Witcher is actually a book already.
It is.
You got book lore and video game lore that you can pull through. So The Witcher should be fine as a TV series. I know Halo got the books and the video games too. So as long as they do it right, it should be fine. I think video game TV series might be able to work. But video game to movies has not worked very well. So we'll see how these TV series go. With Halo specifically, I hope they stick to the original story and don't deviate too much because me just being a Halo fan and playing all the Halos, like when they deviate, I'm going to notice it's going to bother me. But that's all I got to say on that.
Yeah, I think that I would like to see some video games be made into TV shows. And Jerron, I agree with you about Halo because I have the books too, and I read the books, and I'm all into the lore of the Halo universe, and it's a great universe and it has a lot of potential, and they could do so much more with it. I know they've tried other things like Forward Unto Dawn, which was like a live action series with Machinima, and Nightfall. Nightfall to me wasn't so great, but it'll be interesting to see how Showtime does it. One game I think they could possibly make into a TV show is the Division, I think, but that'd be interesting to see them put that on, like the TV series or make it into a TV series or something like that. So I could see a few video games do it, but I don't think, some video games aren't meant to be, I don't think, on TV. That's my take.
Vincent,
Yeah.
how do you feel, bro?
I mean, so in my opinion, as long as they don't mess it up like we've seen with the whole DC Warner Brothers adapting it into movies, I think it's actually a good idea. And because it's just some of these games are so long, you can go in depth. In my opinion, I think if they really want to be unique with it, instead of like retelling the story of the video game, make it like a adaptation. Kind of go in depth of the world, have a new character, kind of like
Mm-hmm.
explore with it. But at the same time, I look forward to it though because like Halo is one of the big series for me. You and I we've talked about this. In my opinion, the Halo series should have been about Oni. That way, it could have been like its own like Agents of Shield, but Halo theme set. That would have been more fun to watch. But seeing Master Chief again on the big screen won't be too bad. Witcher is pretty good news for me. I haven't played Witcher, but I've like watched people play it, so I know it's going to be good. But I don't know. I think it's as we were talking about in the previous podcast episodes. As the culture grows, we're going to see a rise in these things, and whether people are into like the gaming culture, anime culture, and or not, it's going to go towards there regardless. That's just how I feel about it.
Vincent, you don't necessarily have to play Witcher.
Huh?
You don't necessarily have to play Witcher. You don't have to like really play it. I would like just read the books because
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
think the books are better.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a lot more fantasy driven.
Yeah.
So, if you just read the books, I think you'll actually like really get a gist of what it is.
Yeah.
Far as I'm concerned, I kind of agree with everybody. Just don't mess this up because I'm a
Yeah.
huge Halo fan. I'm a huge Witcher fan, and I will come find you, and I will come kill you. like do that to Halo. Like, and they've already said for Halo that Master Chief will be a main character in this series. So
I figure that. Yeah.
It's like, man, you can't really screw this up, man. You're gonna have a lot of neckbeards with a lot of expectations, and you don't want to hurt neckbeard feelings because they're the most annoying creatures on the planet. So,
I was hoping with Halo they would at least tell it through like maybe like a UNSC Marine or like what Kai was saying, the Oni.
But we don't know. Like, I don't think Master Chief is the main character. He's just one of the main characters. It could be Oni, and then it could be
a Marine
Chief, and then it could be a Marine, and then
it could be almost similar to what they did for Unto Dawn, where it
was just a whole bunch of stories that culminate into one.
Well, then that becomes Halo Legends. If anyone's actually watched that,
I've seen that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know, it's rumored that this series has a budget, if not higher than what Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones,
yeah. Like, so the budget is top notch. I mean, so,
and not just that. They said Steven Spielberg is supposed to be helping out. So if everyone knows him, he is literally the biggest alien buff in Hollywood. Like, I highly doubt he's going to let this flop if he's on board with it.
Yeah,
I agree.
As far as The Witcher is concerned, I think having Henry Cavill do The Witcher, do Geralt is a slam dunk move. Not only because he can act really well, he is a gamer. I think people don't know that.
So is Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel's a huge comment. He's a nerd. I love it.
Yo, Vincent, this is so funny about Henry Cavill. When Zack Snyder called him to tell him that he was going to be Superman and Man of Steel, he missed the call because he was beating Witcher 2.
Oh, that's ironic.
Wow.
But you see what I'm saying, though?
That's nuts, right? Like, he's a huge Witcher fan. Like,
you see what I'm saying, though? It's the culture. Like, the culture is now evolving. Like, a lot of these people who look up these celebrities thinking, oh, this is what these celebrities do, they're now starting to see that, like, the culture itself is becoming a norm. So, people are going to get used to it.
Yeah. I can't wait. I think both of these shows are going to come out sometime in 2019, 2020.
I don't remember if they had a
date. Be crazy. 2020 is going to be nuts.
Yeah.
Yo, 2020 is going to be... Bro, we're going to be broke.
You guys are going to be broke. I won't be. I'll be working.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't know. I wish I had my career started by then.
Yeah, I should be making more money by then, so I should be good.
All right. So, guys, that was one segment. We're gonna switch to the gaming part. I think this is something that we've all been wanting to talk about. So, Jerron, I'm gonna give you the floor. What'd you think about Nintendo Direct, dog?
All right, so I have a Nintendo rant, but I'm gonna save it real quick because you just asked me about the Direct. You didn't ask me about my opinions on Nintendo. So the Direct was fine, I guess. Luigi Mansion 3 on the Switch is cool because we heard it was making a Luigi's Mansion, but everybody was assuming like that came out that it was going to be on the 3DS, which we didn't understand. Or I think that the collection is coming to 3DS or whatever. And everybody was like, "What about the Switch?" But yeah, they finally announced Luigi's Mansion 3 for the Switch. That's cool, especially since they used that theme for the last Direct when they did the Smash Brothers Direct, and everybody was like, "How you gonna use Luigi's Mansion but not give us a game?" Well, now we know they were saving the announcement for later. Let's see. Daemon X Machina looks cool.
Mm-hmm. I second that.
That's probably a game I'll get when I get my Switch. The 3D, not the 3DS, but the new Smash Brothers Switch bundle. I'm more than likely, if there's copies available, I'm more than likely gonna get that because it comes with Smash Bros. Anyway. Even though that those Joy-Con controllers are weak, Nintendo, that's a weak design. Larry just put a little cross thing on the controllers. You could have made them look better than that.
Yep.
But at least the dock looks good though, so I can't complain about that. And since Smash Bros is such a hit, I can see a lot of people who already own Switches getting another Switch just because it's Smash Bros. So I'm pretty sure Nintendo is gonna make money on that. The Splatoon 2 DLC, I mean, it looks cool. I like how it looked like an anime. That was kind of cool. I know the last DLC was like hip hop themed, so like they're doing cool stuff with Splatoon 2. I might play it if I get the Switch, but we'll see. They did announce a new Animal Crossing at the end. They did troll everybody though, cause everybody like, oh, we get a new Animal Crossing, and then they're like, oh, he is Smash, and everybody was like, oh, you want to troll us like that? But no, Nintendo did the right thing and announced the new one at the end. So overall, the Direct after that though, nothing really exciting. Like all the games that they said last couple of Directs ago was showed, but it wasn't nothing new. And then the Final Fantasy remakes coming to the Switch is cool because it shows that Square Enix and Nintendo are actually trying to build a relationship again, which could show out to new games like Octopath Traveler. But yeah, now that that online subscription service though, trash Nintendo.
Yep.
Trash. You still got people using cell phone apps to party chat. Trash Nintendo. Like,
dang.
Come on now. Oh, I gotta have adapters on the Switch and your cell phone so you can hear the game audio and party chat at the same time. Like, That's trash.
Oh, don't
And
forget the whole update thingy too, weekly.
no, that's gonna come in my rant, but I want to get the direct
Oh.
out first. I'll rant on them later. But and then yeah, no, what, I'll save it for the rant. That's all I want to say. Overall, the Nintendo Direct got like a 6 out of 10 for me.
All right, John and Vincent.
I mean, for me, I don't have a Switch yet, and a lot of those games, it's just more of like. So for me, I've been really focusing on like the PS4 news for the most part. So to see the Switch pop up like that, it makes me more excited that I'm going to be getting one sometime soon. And seeing a lot of those games is just kind of like I'm now contemplating which console I'm going to be using more. Is it my PS4 or my future Switch? Because I mean, for me, I enjoyed the Direct. For me, I would rate it out a 7.5, maybe pushing 8 out of 10. Simply because of the fact that a lot of the news I haven't seen yet, so to say. I didn't really like keep up with it. So I'm excited for it. I thought they did a lot of cool stuff. A lot of the things that Jerome pointed out is very true. I do agree with them as well. And that was kind of like the downside of it. But at the end of the day, the way I feel, Nintendo has no competition when it comes to handhelds. Like that's their playfield. Like they can essentially do whatever they want. And a lot of Nintendo fans I know, it's like it sucks, but at the end of the day, they're still going to pay for it. Like, they're just going to power through it because what Nintendo says kind of goes for them.
John, how you feel, bro?
Yeah, well, I don't have a Switch either. But I will say the one game that did stand out to me, and this is only because I'm a mech head, is that Daemon X Machina. I thought it looked great. I've even watched some more gameplay footage. That was one that really interests me the most, but kind of had me, interested in a Switch, a little bit. But for me, I don't have too much to add in terms of the Switch. But other than that, that was probably the only thing that really caught my attention in terms of watching that conference.
I'm gonna have to agree with Vincent. I don't really keep up with Nintendo that much, so all that information that they showed at this Nintendo Direct kind of impressed me. But now that like Luis and Dron have told me that um all this stuff had been announced, it kind of put had like a dampening effect on my excitement. But I don't think I'm going to get a Switch.
Mm-hmm.
But Adele might get a Switch. I think she wants one, and I'm like, I will finesse some time on it. So,
Shame on you.
yeah.
Shame on you.
So, I might end up playing with a Switch sometime in the next 6-8 months. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would like to play some of the games. I would like to play that Daemon X Machina game. That looks hard. I would love to play Luigi's Mansion 3. I would love to play Mario Party.
Oh God, Munchkins, the card game thingy on that looks
bro, the Munchkin.
phenomenal, dude.
Yeah, if y'all haven't played Munchkin, Munchkin is one of the greatest card games ever created. I love that game.
Aside from
Yeah.
Cards Against Humanity.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Those would be my top two.
Yeah.
But that on the Switch, I want to play that so bad.
And that's another thing I like about the Switch is so everyone remembers when we were younger, the older consoles, you had to go to a buddy's house to play. I think one of the most magical things about the Switch is that this is a big console that's portable, but you can interlink with all your friends in the moment. It's like that's
gaming.
Huh?
I totally agree. It's the number one thing missing from gaming.
Yeah, that's what I loved about it.
And play
It's
off that one.
bringing back what I talked about, the old gaming community where it was like everyone getting together and trying to figure things out as a group, not just like playing video game hardcore to the next level. Like for me, it's very interactive. Aside from it's like it brings back old gaming and new gaming to a new level. And like my thing is playing Super Mario Party with my buddies all over again on a like that's just gonna be great. I look forward to that.
Yeah, another game that wasn't like looked at or it was announced like last year, but I can't wait for Metro Prime 4.
Oh yeah.
So like once that comes out, I'm I'm getting a Switch. Like, I need to play that game. So they have a bright future, honestly, for games. And then
Monopoly.
third party support for this generation is miles better than what it's been the last two previous generations.
They just gotta work on those the online services.
If
It's
they
just
the online
trash.
tracking, they will be, Nintendo will be sitting pretty. That's all I have to say about the Switch. I think I think the whole novelty of it's dope because you see Luis, we'll be out hanging out somewhere and
He magically pulls it out of his pocket.
We don't know.
No, like this dude is wearing literally almost like gym shorts, like it's up above his knees, and we'll be sitting. And all of a sudden, he just pulls out this like black bar. I'm like, sir, like you don't just magically do that to all of us.
Yeah, like the whole novelty of it is so dope, and the portability of it, like seeing it up close, is like so nice.
It's great. Yeah.
Now they do need to work on this video thing though, because apparently I found out that there's not a YouTube app, there's not a Netflix app, or so. The only like kind of video streaming app that they have on the Switch right now is Hulu, and that kind of infuriates me because I'm like, if you can get Hulu, I know you can get the others.
Yeah,
so I don't know what's
I think they're saving all of these upgrades for the next version or whatever the Switch.
No, that I can't wait that long. No.
Well, no, I'm saying whatever upgrade. It might not be Switch 2, but they're gonna upgrade this. They're gonna have.
Well, I think it's literally just a software patch.
2 or
It's
3
not
years
that
they're gonna
much.
have to update it.
No, it is a small software patch. That's really what it is. Like
that
it's not
Hulu that what Hulu was. They didn't come with Hulu at first.
Yeah.
Did a software patch.
Yeah, Hulu was a software patch because Hulu said, let's just hop on it, and literally it wasn't even 6 months. It was like what, a month the most. I think they did a software patch. Boom, Hulu app. Yeah,
I didn't know it was that simple. I thought they needed more power, but if they
that's what I thought too. But they have it apparently.
They don't need to do that then.
Yeah, I agree. Just give the other streaming services a chance.
Yeah. So Jerron, I'm gonna let you get this rant off. So,
Oh yes. All right.
Well, I'm gonna set you up. Well, the reason why Jerron's gonna go off is because Nintendo, they have a reputation of being stubborn and like
bunch of hard R's
to a fault, but it gets masked by the mass media as them being Japanese and like traditional, and it gets
Sony's Japanese. That's not as
so like it's a bad it's like almost Nintendo gets a pass almost, like honestly.
Almost no, Nintendo always gets a pass. What do you mean?
They do. They get a pass. So
can I go, or you still setting it up?
This is what Jerome has to say about that. I want to hear this.
All right, Nintendo. So you have this new service coming out, this new online service that's gonna be $20. Everybody else charging. That's whatever. We will figure that out later. All right. So my first issue. Why always give out NES games? It's maddening that we've had the virtual console filled with NES games. You make a NES Mini, make us buy that, and now you want to put NES games to play for free, and that's supposed to be a service for me, and it's $20. Like that's supposed to be like, oh, I want to pay $20. I don't want to play NES games. NES games were made before I was even born, Nintendo. I don't care. Yes, they're classics. Guess what? There's a $60 box that you already made called the NES Mini. And if I want to play the classics, I'll go buy one of those. Hook it up to my TV by HDMI. Call it a day. You already made it. I don't need NES games. At least give us SNES games. At this point, you should be giving out GameCube games that people want to play. We should be at GameCube by now. You should be giving out GameCube games for free. But no, you're giving out NES games. Why? Because it's easy for you. And it takes no memory at all. Two, these NES wireless controllers that you're selling, barely selling. Are you going to be like, oh, we got these wireless NES controllers that are $60. I'm not paying $60 for some wireless NES controllers. Like, it's not worth it. And then on top of that, you say the only way you can buy these is if you have an online subscription with us. So you're telling me that you're literally putting a paywall for people to buy controllers, Nintendo, at $60. I gotta go through a paywall to buy
so crazy.
$60 controllers. Really, Nintendo? And then when people want to finesse and be like, "Oh, that's cool. I'll just get a couple of my friends and we'll get the family pass." Then you come out and say, on the family pass, only one person can buy the controllers.
Jeez.
So basically, to get these controllers, you gotta go through a paywall, and you can only buy one. So you wanted to buy two of the 2-packs, you can't, unless you're gonna have two subscription services. It's Nintendo. You're okay. Last episode, we talked about being anti-consumer, and I told y'all that Sony and Microsoft aren't being anti-consumer. Well, guess who is being anti-consumer, y'all? Nintendo. The company they all give a pass. The company that say, "Oh, they're fine. They're just being traditional Japanese. Oh, y'all being hard. Oh no, we're not. We're not gonna blame Nintendo. They're doing fine. Blah blah blah. They're family friendly. They can't do no wrong." Yeah, that same company is now being anti-consumer, making
One
you
word.
pay to be able to pay for some controllers. That
One
makes
word.
no sense.
One word. Monopoly. That's why.
Go buy a PS. They're not Monopoly. Nintendo can die.
No,
Okay.
no. Okay, let's talk about handhelds.
They do have Monopoly on handhelds. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what the Switch, in my opinion, is more of than it is a console. It's a handheld. Like the Switch, okay. So when the Switch came out, Sony was working on another PSP, quote unquote.
No, they weren't. That came out to be a lie.
Oh, was it really?
Because they weren't working on a Vita too.
Okay. Well, but the thing is, but that's what they wanted the Vita to be, though. Was essentially what the Switch is right now.
Basically,
they did, but
it
they
crashed.
did it wrong because they tried to go through internet connectivity instead of making it a console.
Burned.
And the reason why the PS Vita failed is because they didn't put enough first party game support on
but
it.
Guess what? Crashed, failed, and you guess who took the monopoly for handhelds now?
I mean, did they ever lose the monopoly for handhelds?
Exactly. So you know what? In that age matter, they whatever they say they can do. And like I said, Nintendo fans, not to talk trash, but whatever they say,
they're going to do.
Yeah, exactly. When they say jump, they ask how high and where. Simple as that.
Okay, so to continue my rant, then you come out and you say, I have to log in to my Nintendo account every week for a checkup. Okay. I might be wrong, but in 2013, didn't we flame Microsoft for doing weekly online check-ins? I could have sworn that was one of the problems with the Xbox One X. Not X, but the Xbox One. I'm sorry, there's so many. I just get confused. But that was the problem. We flamed them. We criticized them. We ridiculed them because we was like, we don't want to have a console that I gotta log in every week on the line. Like, what if I don't want to? What about if I can't pay my internet bill that month? Like, that's stupid. And we were correct to flame Microsoft, but I don't see nobody blaming Nintendo right now for doing the same crap Microsoft was doing. I need y'all to keep the same energy. And when I say y'all, I'm mostly talking about these people in the comment section of YouTube and on Twitter because they be saying the most ridiculous stuff. But I need y'all to keep the same energy. I need all that negativity y'all gave Microsoft. I need y'all to go ahead and throw it on Nintendo because that's some bullshit. That is what it is. There's no reason why if I have a subscription and I paid for 4 months that I need to check in every week just so you can make sure that I'm legit. I'm already paid for 4 months. If I check in once in that 4 months, that should be good. And then it's like, if you don't check in at least once a week, I'm gonna lose on my cloud saves. Really, Nintendo? That what you doing? I gotta check in every week just to keep some saves. Are you serious? And then on top of that, if I don't renew my subscription, you gonna delete all my cloud saves? I literally gotta stay subscribed to keep cloud save. Sony doesn't even do that. Microsoft don't even do that. You would expect something like that from them. But no, it comes from Nintendo. I already gotta keep paying y'all just so I can keep some saves in the cloud. And then they didn't tell y'all that not all the games that they have on the Switch support cloud saves. So you're paying the subscription for cloud saves, and you're not even getting the cloud save for all the games. It's just they like this whole online thing for Nintendo is crazy to me that they could come out and say all this, and I've only seen a little bit of criticism, but nobody's coming out and killing them. Like I said, y'all came out and killed Microsoft, but in Nintendo, I just hear little murmurs. Like that, it's crazy. And why? Because Luigi Mansion 3 is coming out and Metroid Prime 4. So y'all willing to go through all these anti-consumer practices just to get a couple games when you can go buy a PlayStation or an Xbox? And not saying that their practices are all legit either, but at least they not like that. At least I don't gotta go through a paywall to buy controllers. This thing you gotta have PS Plus to go buy some PlayStation controllers. Come on, y'all. Nah, I'm done. I'm done. That's it. I don't want to go off anymore.
Well, can I answer your question on why people fake the funk? I think people fake the funk with Nintendo. Like I think that Nintendo. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell y'all. That's why I wanted you to rant first. There was a tweet. Let me get my phone. There's a tweet I'm gonna read out to y'all, and it's from Game Biz Industries. Okay. And it talked about the marketability of a brand and like a brand name, right? And I want y'all to guess out of the video games, the big three, where they rank in the United States far as viability.
Okay.
So recognizability. So where do you think PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo rank?
For me, I would say
PlayStation.
PlayStation. Oh, well, I would say PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox. I don't know.
I would say Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox.
Vincent?
Oh no, did we lose him?
This is the third straight podcast somebody's died on the chat.
Oh no, my thing was on mute.
Oh, okay.
It was brushing up. I was brushing up against. I was like, "What the heck is going on?"
Did you hear my question?
No, I was like trying to fix the thingy. What was it?
Okay, so did you hear Jerron's rant about Nintendo?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
I wanted to question why people get a pass, and there's this tweet that I retweeted on my Twitter. I'm gonna shout myself out, plug myself at JT RNVP on Twitter. Follow me. Yeah. And I asked the guys, far as marketability and being recognized as a brand, where do you rank PlayStation, Nintendo, and Microsoft? Rank them 1, 2, 3.
I would put PlayStation, Nintendo, then Microsoft.
That's
Okay.
what I said too.
All
Yep.
right. And
Bingo.
then Jerron, what did you say?
I said Nintendo, PlayStation, Microsoft.
So number one is the most recognizable, right?
Yes.
Okay. So in the US, PlayStation is the 13th most recognizable brand. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Microsoft is number 25. And Nintendo's not listed.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that answers your question, Jerron. Their marketability and recognizability is concerned, they don't even register with basically all of America. They are a niche brand at this point. So, the way these practices is just that the fan base, they are the original game makers, right? If you really think about it, they made gaming explode along with Sega and Atari. I know that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But they are the out of the big three, they are the biggest. So, and those other two companies, one doesn't exist anymore, and the other one exists, but they just make games, right? So they're a niche brand. They are like a literal niche retro brand, and they are just hanging on because of their built-in home base, which is Japan. If you take that away, nobody would really care about Nintendo. So they can get away with this. They're so huge because they are, I mean, the granddaddy of them all. And that's sad to see. That's where that program, where that company is gone. But it just answers your question, Jerron. That's why they can get away with it. They don't have to lose a lot of market share. Like, they know that their customers are loyal.
Yeah.
And
the person I need on here,
and I think that's detrimental to their overall brand because we all know who Colin Moriarty is. He had on his podcast, Sacred Symbols, he was like, as much as the third party support Nintendo is getting this generation, I think when Xbox and Sony comes out with their new console, and they're going to be technologically just some of the most advanced machines we've seen at that price, that it's going to overshadow anything Nintendo does. And he said, I think they're going to really feel like they're going to have to do something drastic next turn. And he said, it's just a prediction. It's something that I just think that's going to happen. And I think it's holding more and more weight, even though I do think the Switch is doing well. So it's a weird parallel. Like, I do think in the future they're going to be in trouble, but right now they seem okay. It seems like the Switch bought them 3 years, right? But after that, what do you?
The person I need the most on this podcast right now to talk about this is Luis.
Luis. Yeah.
Because the thing is, Luis was another one of our friends, but he's our Nintendo buff. He's the Nintendo fan that I tend to reference to. But the thing is, at the same time, like what he said when we were talking about it, that's the thing. The Switch and Nintendo, the brand itself, appeals mainly to the Japanese. So, in my opinion, I think like the marketing it gets stateside or anywhere else is just kind of a bonus.
Yeah,
that's just really what it is.
15 million, is it 20 or 15 million Switches out in the wild in the United States is huge.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I agree with everything you said, though, Jerron. It's pretty bad that they get that pass of being just traditional Japanese while their main competitor is a Japanese company, and it's probably, honestly, out of the big three, the least anti-consumer. They've just gotten a bad rap because the industry hates Sony. So, that's a discussion for another day. But
yeah,
I'm just.
Anything else y'all want to add?
The funny thing is, if with that whole rant, I'm still buying a Switch. So
yeah. I feel you though. I feel you. Like I want to play one. I really want to own one and play it. Like it's an interesting device.
And the sad part is that I want to play Smash online so I can play with Bakumi and Luis and Vincent when he gets his Switch, whatever. But I don't want to pay for that trash online at the same time, so it's conflicted. Now, like I don't want to wish bad on the servers to say that I'm hoping that the Smash servers are trash, so I don't have to pick it up. But it just so happened that playing Smash online is trash, like it was on the Wii U. I wouldn't be upset because then I wouldn't feel pressure to buy it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
And it's so trash because it's like, oh, because if I play Smash online, I need party chat, especially if I'm playing with my friends. How else am I supposed to talk trash if I can't talk to you? It's stupid. Like, but then at the same time, it's stupid because why would I use the Nintendo app? At that point, we might as well all just make Discord accounts and hop on voice chat on Discord. Like, so it's just it's weird.
Yeah.
I feel
Like, why would I use Nintendo when I can just use Discord or Google Hangouts? Like,
Or just call each other. Because
yeah,
phones still do that, you know?
yeah, it's just
yeah, that's true.
convenience,
But
yeah.
you can't hear everybody at the same time.
Yeah.
And
True.
you get like so that's why stuff like Discord is better because you can add more people to it.
True.
Okay, guys. Well, the next thing I want to talk about is probably the best feeling game I've played in a very long time. That Jerron let me play for like an hour, high as hell, and it was like the greatest thing I've ever touched, which is Spiderman, the PS4. I know Jerron has it. Did you beat it already, bro?
No, bro, I just been doing the collectible stuff. I ain't even touched the story yet.
Touch the story. So Vincent and John, have y'all played it? And if not, what are y'all? And if you have, what are y'all thoughts? And if you haven't, I still want to hear what you have to say.
So,
I mean, go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, I have never played it. Unfortunately for me, I don't own a PS4. But from what I've seen online, I mean, it does look amazing. I'm glad they're bringing in, you know, some of the villains that they brought in. I'm glad they brought in certain characters like that, and it looks really nice. I heard great things about the story. I was watching some of the gameplay, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. This is pretty dope. And when you do the boss fights too, it's like it looks pretty, epic and whatnot. But that's just from what I've seen. I haven't played it, but I would get it if I had a PS4 and just try it out and go from there. That's just my take on it.
Vincent?
So, this game is everything people have been wanting since the PS2 games. And in my opinion, it has exceeded a lot of people's expectations, aside from the whole rant about the whole like downgrade BS thing. Because the thing is, I know a lot. I used to be a really big Xbox like junkie back on 360 days, and a lot of my buddies that are like Xbox One people now literally dropped the money for this PS4 version of the Spider-Man Collector's Edition. Because you know what? Here's the thing. For a game to shift a lot of in my opinion, for a game to can just affect the marketing of a console is phenomenal by itself. In my opinion, this might be game of the year. I've seen gameplay, I've played it. It's fantastic. It's smooth. It's hard to explain. It's like Grand Theft Auto, but on Spider-Man level. And all people really even do when they first open the game is unlock as much suits as they can and just literally just web sling around the entire city. That's all they do, and pick up the police calls. Like for example, Drawn, for example, he hasn't even started a story mode because he's having more fun being Spider-Man. Like, it's a full immerse emotion of this is what it would be like if I had Spider-Man's power. And to me, I think that's fantastic. And like I said earlier in the beginning of the show, it beat America hasn't released it yet, but it's already beating God of War's like sales. And
Which is crazy because God of War sales
were huge.
Yeah.
But they broke a record. Like they were the fastest. That God of War was the fastest selling PlayStation game ever.
Yeah,
And then 3 months later, Spider-Man could beat.
almost
It
beat
eclipsed.
that. And
Yeah.
then on top of that, you have to look at it too. Like with this special edition console, like that's just even more numbers to PS4 as a like console whole as their market for the end of the year thing. Like it's in my opinion, it's no doubt that like especially speaking, if you don't have a PS4 to play this game, I hate to say it, but you're kind of missing out. Like there's like I think one of my most favorite memes for the entire way to explain this is it shows like on PS4 columns, you see the new Spider-Man game, and then on Xbox One, you see Spider-Man Lego. Like that's what they got closest to this new Spider-Man game.
I see that.
Like,
Bro, the swing
yeah,
on that game is horrendous.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, do you like that is such a great personification of like a game affecting a gamer's decision to get a console, and so like it to me it really opens people's eyes in the game community that like at the end of the day we get these consoles not because of their power or like, what their capabilities. We get these consoles for the games, man. Like that's what it really comes down to. We come for the games. That's all that matters to me. you know so like that's the reason why, going back to episode 1, that we say that the reason why PS4 is on top is because the content is there. There's more content PS4. That's all it really is. Like it's like for me, like okay, if the PS5 comes out, we're talking about a new breed of machine. But if you're telling me that I only have a few like games on there, I'm not going to get it because there's going to be more content on my PS4 right now, and I'm going to stick to it until it builds up. It's exactly what we saw with the PS4 when it first came out. Like it's great, it's a strong machine, but what games are there for now? Like the past 2 to 3 years, we're finally getting these games that were like, oh my god, like this is what the PS4 was created for. So for me, I think Spider-Man is a phenomenal game. It's definitely it's got to be game of the year, like no doubt, game of the year right there.
Is it gonna be God of War though?
Yeah.
I think it is because.
Are you sure? It just came out in September.
But do you
We only
remember,
got 2
in my
months.
opinion, Spider-Man appeals to a larger audience than God of War does.
It does,
Good, more
but God of War has been out way longer. People
Longer,
have been
yeah.
able to get reviews out. People have been be able to beat the game, get the new playing plus.
And you got the remastered editions out too.
My thing is, we're going to have to wait and see, but I think it's definitely going to be up there. It's going to be
it's going to be up there. Yeah,
it's going to be those two. Like if God of War gets it, I wouldn't be mad either. But if Spider-Man gets it, I can completely understand as well. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, but for me, in my opinion, I think I have more fun playing Spider-Man than I did God of War. Like God of War was straight up brutal and like it was awesome, but as soon as you get that Swinger and you start flying around those cities, it's a whole new feeling. Like it's they're both great in their own aspects. It's just I think Spider-Man appealed better to me than God of War did. And the thing is, I'm not a really big Spider-Man buff, but getting the chance to play with the system and mechanics of it, I kind of considered about getting the game when I don't have the money for that. That's just how I feel about it.
I'm not a big Spider-Man buff either, but I mean, like, I looked at it and, it looks nice and all, but I know I got the Xbox right now, but, I'm just going to have to wait it out for now.
I mean, you got Sea of Thieves, though. It's cool.
Sea of Thieves.
Hey, we're still getting Anthem and Division. I'm okay with that in Gears, so I can live with it.
True. Anthem looks, yeah.
If I'm content with that, I'll take that. I mean,
I'm not gonna talk too much smack. Cause I'm kind of sad because the Forza Horizon 4 beta is out now, and I can't play it because I don't have an Xbox. So I'm kind of hurt right now, but
you'll get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess so. You're right.
Yo, so I mostly agree with Vincent on this. The power of that game. Like when y'all left to go get food and y'all left me there on that futon with that game. Y'all know that itch I've been talking about, that gamer itch. Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
If everybody doesn't know, I think I said this in the first. I haven't been really gaming for 6 years. I don't have a console. I had an Xbox One. I gave it to my little cousin. So like when you don't game like that, and even when I had a console, only played Witcher and FIFA, like you get an itch, and so that's why I'm really excited for the new generation. And so when I felt that game, I was like, I really wish I could take this refund check and go get this game, but priorities, because I wanted
right.
It's so good. It's like the web slinging and the traversal. It's not even the web slinging. It's the ability to take the speed at which you can move is amazing. Like the way he runs up the walls, the way he turns corners, the way he on the ledge, if you time right, hit X, he launches himself over the roof. Like it, and then you can just web zip and then go into a dive and then swing out of it and do tricks. Like it's just
The mechanics, bro. I'm telling you.
just so good. And then, you know, I want to watch walkthroughs because I don't have the game, but like a part of me is like, Jake, just be ignorant for like just be ignorant for 3 years and get it on the PS5 and play it. Like just don't find out what the story is, but it's so hard. But I want to see it. I think that game, Vincent, like you said, is a console seller. And as a jaded Microsoft fan like myself, because they dropped the ball this generation really bad, I can say that for a fact that Sony has probably came out with 4 games that make you think about going to get their device.
Yep.
And Xbox hasn't made one.
Nope.
And
they got Crackdown.
And
True.
I got something to say about that. But go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I had to shout it out for Crackdown.
God. And then not the sad part, but the great part about how Sony has sequenced out these games is not only have they came out with like 4 games that has like sold a console, and just so everybody knows, those 4 games are Horizon Zero Dawn, Spiderman, God of War, and I'm going to say that 4th one will be Detroit because it's good.
Yeah, definitely.
It's good. I think those games are really good and have made people go get consoles. They have Ghost of Tsushima, they have Death Stranding, they have Days Gone, and they have Last of Us Part 2. So it's like they have 4 more games coming out. They're gonna make you get their system. Yeah. It's just brilliant. It's brilliant. Like what Sony has accomplished this generation is they have came out with 6 new IPs, all of them slap, and then when the new generation starts, all of them are going to be up for sequels.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, man, that game is great. If you have a PlayStation 4 and you've been on the fence about wanting to play Spider-Man, dude, spend the $60 and go get that damn game.
If anything, you're not even that. You can honestly just wait about a few weeks or a month. It'll probably be on sale.
Yeah,
just
like Black Friday, bro.
Yeah, I can guarantee it.
Yeah, Black Friday for sure.
Yeah, if you can wait, you want to get it cheaper. Do what Jerron and Vincent said. Just go pick it up then. But it's a must buy. Like,
oh yeah, no, definitely.
Like the backlog of games I have. This game's in my top 5. I have to play. Like it might be the first game I play when I decide to game again. Like it. Yeah, I can't. Jerron, beat that game, please. For the love of God, beat that.
I am gonna beat the game.
Please.
No, he's not. He's gonna be busy playing Fortnite.
Yes.
No. I am gonna beat Spider-Man. This week was just a bad week because the Blackout beta came out.
Oh yeah, we gotta finish playing that too.
So I was playing that, and then I needed to get to tier 100 on Fortnite because I paid that $10 for that battle pass, so I'm getting all the rewards.
But you're right though.
So this week was just a bad week because I needed to finish Fortnite because I only got 9 days left to the new season, and then I was playing Blackout because the beta came out. So I haven't been able to get the Spider-Man, but this week all that going out the window. So
how are you guys enjoying that Blackout beta?
Oh, do we want to get on this because
Oh man.
Blackout Beta
Well,
might have killed
yo,
Fortnite. Blackout Beta might have killed Fortnite for me.
we've hit
Wow.
the show, so we can just talk about whatever. What do y'all want to talk
Yeah.
about?
So
Okay,
okay, let's talk about
Blackout
it. Let's talk
Beta.
about it since you know what, because the thing is the beta is kind of a hot topic now too.
Yeah, Blackout Beta. Fam.
Let me tell you this.
Go ahead.
I want to say like 40 to like 30 to 40%. No, let me phrase that. I'm about 60 to 75% sure or like convinced that I might spend $60 just for this game because that battle royale, like, so one, PUBG is dead now. So PUBG, the only way PUBG is going to live is on mobile. Like that's the only feature they have left right now. Fortnite was going to take a strong hit, but they will still be okay because Fortnite you build. Like building is what made Fortnite stand out as a battle royale game. But this game, phenomenal. Like
Treyarch did work.
yeah, Treyarch literally just like they looked at Fortnite and PUBG and they said, "Let us show you how you do a royale game." And they slammed their analog stick all over that touchpad. All over the touchpad. Like bro, it is such a good job. And you know what my thing is? You could really see that they put everything into it because as soon as once you jump off that Apache, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not the Apache, the Chinook, you see maps from almost the entire like Modern Warfare, like Call of Duty or Modern Warfare story. Like you see these maps. I'm like, oh my god, I've seen this. Fire range, you see Asylum, like it's all these maps. It's just one huge thing, and it's so memorizing because when you're running around looking for weapons, you think to yourself, "Oh man, I remember back when I played multiplayer. Like I will run through this. This was a good camping spot. This was here and there." There's just so much element into the game to where it's like it's a game, but there's this side of realistic to it. So like I'm in the army right now, and the funniest part is when you apply some of these military tactics into this battle royale mode, you actually get pretty far with it. Like it's hilarious on how realistic you can choose this game to be. And the thing is, like I said, a lot of these streamers, they can definitely agree that I think Black Ops 4 was a really big, like, I guess eye opener, or like, it was a big underdog as to like when we heard that they're going to get a battle royale, everyone thought, oh, it's going to be crap. When it popped up, this game shot like it's making me consider dropping that $60 for it right now. That's all I got to say for this beta. Like it's only going to get better.
I was thinking Call of Duty came a long way now. At this point, they surprised a lot of people. Since it seems like that battle royale mode is pretty popular, and that's a good thing, I guess, if they're able to change it around and impress people.
Yeah,
to try and revive that franchise. But go ahead, Jerron. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, you good, bro? Yeah, I agree. Everything Vincent just said. It's like, cause I watch PUBG, and it's like, do I want to play this? It's like it looks cool. I'm pretty sure if I played it, it would have been fun. But I was like, eh. And then I tried H1Z1, and I was like, I don't want to play this at all, so I dropped it. And I have Fortnite, which is cool because the building and the cartooniness, it brings that element. But this Blackout Beta, it brings the fun element of Fortnite.
Yep.
But it's realistic.
It's with Call of Duty mechanics.
Yeah, and it has Call of Duty mechanics. So like when I'm shooting, it's like, oh, I'm in a Call of Duty multiplayer match. So like it's the similar shooting mechanics, but then after I finish killing whoever I want to kill, like, oh, but it's still a battle royale.
Yep.
So it's just they Treyarch did a wonderful job with this Blackout Beta. They say they're gonna fix stuff because the only problem with with it right now is that I don't like how you pick up weapons.
Oh yeah,
like you gotta hold square too long.
Nope, they fixed it. If you play the beta patched up, you still kind of hold on to it, but it's so fast that you don't even really notice it.
Guys,
they increased the box too.
Guys, can y'all state the game y'all are talking about?
Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
This is Call of Duty Black Ops 4, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
That's
Hey,
right.
they're not kidding. Apparently, this game is really good. Just letting people know that because Call of Duty has been trash for a long time.
for a good while now. Yeah.
Right.
So, you know, like I said, Treyarch, in my opinion, has been like the father of the Call of Duties ever since Black Ops 1. In my opinion, Treyarch makes the best Call of Duty games.
I agree.
Exactly.
I agree.
And we was all concerned because when the multiplayer beta came out, they was like, I feel like it's missing that Treyarch feel. But we
Yep.
figured out why. Because Treyarch been working on this blackout mode the whole time.
Yeah.
They gave the multiplayer to somebody else and say, you do the multiplayer. We're going to focus straight on this blackout mode. And you can tell when you play this game that they focus on blackout mode.
Yep.
It's just it's beautiful. Treyarch, you did work.
Yep. Yeah.
Do y'all think this game is a sleeper? Like, do you think Call of Duty and Fortnite in like 2 or 3 years are going to be the two biggest battle royale games?
Oh, no doubt about it.
I'll have to see what Battlefield brings in, because you know what, the thing that makes Battlefield unique is the fact that you can destroy buildings and such. Like, in my opinion, Battlefield is also more realistic in that matter as well. So I'm gonna wait to see what Battlefield brings onto the table before I start labeling anything. But I can definitely say that like Battlefront or Battlefield and Call of Duty has reminded us why they have been the top FPS games ever since releasing against Halo. Like, that's just how it is, you know. And like these Fortnite and PUBG and all these other like battle royale games, they've had their time to shine, and essentially the big dogs are back on top again. That's just my opinion.
Fortnite's not going anywhere.
No, it's not going to go anywhere. Yeah, like,
Right.
but it's Fortnite. I can tell you for sure, you're going to see less people on it though, because.
Well, yeah, because the casuals that were trying to find an itch are going to leave Fortnite because now they want to have games to play.
Yep.
A lot of people were just playing Fortnite because nobody else was giving them anything.
Yep.
So the only thing you really had to play was Fortnite. So yeah, I can see people dropping off just because.
Not completely, but definitely dropping off though.
Well,
we already talked about dropping off. We already talked about, are we going to buy the battle pass for season 6? Like,
we're done this season. If anything, that's how we're feeling it right now.
Yeah. So
I'm curious to see what Battlefield is going to do next, because they've been getting a lot of heat lately. For a lot of people dislike it. I think they're just tired of the World War II theme. But I think there's another game that's being slept on that is taking advantage of the modern warfare genre, and that's like World War III. There's actually a game called that, and they're kind of creeping up to kind of, you know, quench that thirst for people who are into modern warfare shooters. And you know, it's a good substitute for now, since Battlefield isn't taking that approach. Or, I mean, I guess you could say
Call of Duty is going futuristic.
Yeah, they're going futuristic. So for somebody who wants a more grounded modern warfare game, World War III would be the best approach. It's kind of like a Battlefield type of vibe, where you still drive tanks, and I don't know, they haven't confirmed aircraft. They even have artillery platforms you can call in airstrikes.
Yeah,
but it's a hybrid of the two of Call of Duty and Battlefield put together. So it's something worth checking out. But it's the only thing about it is that it's only for PC right now. But they said if it really takes off, they'll launch it for consoles.
Yeah.
But that's just something to throw in there, since we were speaking about like Battlefield and Call of Duty.
For Jerron and Vincent, y'all played this beta. Do you think it saves Call of Duty? Do you think it's something they can repeat in the future? Or do you think this is just a flash pan game that's only going to be played for a little bit? Do you think it has the install base or something like a Fortnite? Because Call of Duty does have that. Like, the people play it for about 5 months and then they go away.
Yeah, that's true. That replayability.
I think this Battle Royale mode is going to last. It's going to replace PUBG in that like FPS Battle Royale, in my opinion. So it's going to stay. Whether they're going to make it a permanent thing in future installments, though, is a different story, in my opinion.
Okay, do you think them not putting a story mode in the game is going to hurt them? Because I think it is.
It gets hard when you talk about like when it gets to stuff like that, because the thing is, in my opinion, it goes back to coming into being sales. Like for Call of Duty and for these game industries, is like, do we want to put more power into stronger, better multiplayers, or do we want to sacrifice some of that to make a story or a campaign that only a few people are actually going to play? You know what I mean? Like now these days, a lot of people just plug in. Like in my opinion, a lot of FPS players, they're more into just going straight to PvP. Like you don't really see much PvE no more, like or campaign mode much anymore, because like for like the past two or Call of Duty games, I can guarantee you, people just literally just kind of smacked the disc and they're just kind of like straight to multiplayer.
That wasn't me. I definitely played the story mode of Infinite Warfare.
Same here.
I
Same
did
here.
too. No, don't get me wrong. I love the campaigns. I'm a campaign player, but at the end of the day, a lot of the thing is, remember, the market for Call of Duty is actually towards younger kids. Like, and younger kids don't care about story.
Right, that's true. I mean, but yeah, I get where you're coming from, Vincent. I get where you're coming from on that. And well, for me, I am disappointed. Like JT, I'm disappointed that they left out the story, but I understand their pitch.
Yeah.
It seems like it's working out for them right now. With the beta has impressed a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, if that formula works for them, then fine. Just go with that.
You know what? You know what would be a great idea for Call of Duty though? If people really want a story mode, drop it as a DLC.
Gotcha.
That, in my opinion, will make them so much more money, because then it's optional. And the thing is, the main game you're getting is focused on multiplayer, battle royale, and zombies. And honestly speaking, that's what people see Black Ops as.
Right, that's true. That's definitely been known for their zombies and the multiplayer. Yeah.
So
the thing about Call of Duty, like Call of Duty did have good stories, and people are gonna miss it to who actually played them.
Yeah,
but it's not something that
sells the game, or
it's not something I have to play. Like just because you're not putting a story in, it's like, oh, I wish you would have put it in, but I'm not hurt that it's not there at the same time.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Having the story gives me more content, and you gave me a good story.
Yep.
But I'm not like, oh, I'm not buying this game because it have a story. Like, it's not that serious.
Yep. And like I said, if they really want it, all Treyarch's gotta do is drop a DLC for a story mode. $40. Boom. People buy it. I mean, I would after it goes on sale, but like, shoot.
Yeah, definitely. And I think like certain people, I know certain people were disappointed about them not having a story mode, and I get that and all, and I totally understand. But right now, this seems to be working for them.
Oh yeah,
and it seems to be the formula. So I mean, hey, if the battle royale mode or blackout is like their money maker and zombies is their money maker, then more power to them on that.
Exactly.
All right, Jerron, what was that one thing you wanted to talk about?
Oh no, because you said because Vincent said Crackdown 3. Did y'all hear the news that Aaron Greenberg said that Microsoft has a lot of games coming out this fall season and that they don't need Crackdown 3. Now, my problem with this is that one, you said the same statement in 2016. Literally, if you go back to 2016 articles around this time, Aaron Greenberg came out and said, we have a lot of content on our box. We don't need Crackdown 3. So you literally said the same thing 2 times.
Yep.
And 2, yes, the Xbox does have a lot of content coming to it. The problem is that it's not Xbox content.
It's not exclusive
coming to the Xbox. It's third party. Now, yes, I understand that these multi-plat games really usually dominate the fall season, but my issue is that in 2014 or 2015 or whatever, Microsoft literally came out and said, "Hey, we have the best fall exclusive lineup for the console. We putting out these games. They put out exclusives in the fall. They wanted to have a strong fall lineup. They kept saying it, like we have strong fall lineups. We have strong fall lineups. Everybody loves Xbox because we have strong fall lineups. I think they put Halo 5 out in the fall. They put Gears of War 4, maybe. I don't know about that
Yeah,
one.
no, they did.
But yeah, so you have put out games, big games in the fall because y'all love strong fall lineups. But now it's like, oh, fall has a lot of multiplayer. We don't need to put nothing out. Like, so you're just gonna turn back on your word like that? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like the Xbox fans, like, don't just accept it. Like, you're used to getting stuff in the fall. You're used to getting exclusive. Like, come out and say, hey, we want exclusive. It's not
And
a
was
bad thing. Like, just say you want, like I'm a consumer of the Xbox. Just come out and say I want some games. Give me some good games. Like,
that's the problem with Microsoft too. I feel like the exclusives. Like, I wish they were dropping Gears 5 later this year, but that's not coming out until next year. If that's the case, because it doesn't even have a release date, so you know that's another opportunity missed. But
like what is Xbox dropping next year? That's the problem. I feel like they're
just
dropping Gears 5 next year because they have to drop it next year because if not, they won't have anything because they got Crackdown 3, they got Gears 5. They said they're not making a Forza next year, so that's out.
dang, wow.
What are you going to give us? What exclusives are you giving us next year? We already know what Sony's giving us. We already know what Nintendo is giving us. Microsoft, what are you giving us besides Crackdown and Gears?
Yeah.
We have no idea. We really don't. I think we're getting no. I don't know if the Cuphead DLC comes out next year or this year, but let's say if it is coming out next year, okay, we're getting a DLC. Like, but what
That's
else do you
it.
get? Like, what else are you giving your fan base?
That's what's disappointing too. Is like the exclusives has been Microsoft's biggest problem or biggest uphill battle is providing like exclusives that can go toe to toe with Sony's or PlayStation's exclusives. So, you know, Halo used to be one of the flagship games, but to
That
me
game
that
not
went
even ready.
downhill. Yeah, it's
Halo
not.
Infinite not even ready. That was just a tech demo. They
Well,
ain't
I'm saying
barely
like
even
Halo
started.
6, but Halo 6 that should have been
That well,
I don't know what's going on with that.
Halo
That's another
Infinite
thing.
is Halo 6.
That's what they're saying? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're switching from numbers to titles now.
yeah. So Halo Infinite is Halo 6, and they said they don't have any gameplay. They just got that thing you saw was just a tech demo to show you the new engine.
And even then, that wasn't even a complete like graphic updates. It was literally just like a skeleton of what we're looking at for Halo Infinite or
Which
6.
is so, it blows my mind because was 343 literally just building an engine this whole time?
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
understanding.
that's
Like
ridiculous.
since Halo
They just
5, they
wasted.
literally just been building an engine. They haven't been doing nothing else.
Okay, so
I mean, the new engine's supposed to be a monstrous engine. Don't get me wrong, but like,
That's
But then why
fine.
would you waste all that time?
the problem
Yeah.
the problem is 343 doesn't want to tell nobody is what they thought was going to be Halo 6 got canceled.
yeah,
I think they completely had not a finished game, but a close to finished game, scrapped it.
no, they had a finished storyboard, but they had to scrap it.
No,
Because-
Vincent, I think they had a game. Do you realize when Halo 5 came out?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like when I mean storyboard,
had a
I
finished
mean,
game.
when I say storyboard, I'm talking about like they know how the game was gonna end. Everything was basically in the finalizing phase.
No,
But-
Vincent, I think they actually were building a game, and they had to just like what Kingdom Hearts 3. I think they did that for Halo. Like they were building a game, got 40% there and had to scrap the whole thing. And then Microsoft came to them and said, build a new engine because we're going to need this to be powerful for whatever our new Xbox is going to be, right? And so my problem with everybody in the gaming community as a whole is this lazy way of thinking that just because Xbox purchased new studios that the problem is already solved. And I'm not going to be the person to bet against Sony next generation just based off of some arrogance, right? Because they have shown you this generation out of anything, they have the thing that everybody wants, which is really good games.
Yep.
Right.
Update the hardware and their services accordingly. I mean, they should be sitting pretty. It's Microsoft who I don't see the next generation being that great for them. I don't know about y'all guys. I don't see them purchasing 5 studios as being this great thing.
Especially since all but 2 of them are indie developers, basically. So it's not like
it's like Ninja
they're used to having big budgets.
Yeah, it's in Ninja Theory and Playground. Playground makes Forza, so they're gonna make racing games.
Which which
is okay. I'm not racing games aren't my thing, but that's okay because they make the best racer in the world.
Playground rumors be working on something else. My problem with them buying Playground is because they was already in bed with Xbox. They just made it official. It's not like they acquire a new studio. They've already been working with Playground forever. They kind of just made it official, like they officially are our
first party studio. Yeah. And see, my problem is you buy Ninja Theory. I want to see what that game looks like on Xbox, but you can't just automatically say, oh yeah, that game's gonna be great. I mean, that's stupid. You actually have to see the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? And saying that the Initiative, this quadruple A studio that's purchasing all this talent from Santa Monica and Naughty Dog, this Microsoft first party studio that they just built. Okay, cool. Sony got 5 of them bitches. Like, what makes that special? Like, people are running around saying, oh, the Initiative. Bro, they got Naughty Dog and Santa Monica. Like, go kick rocks. Like, do you think those cats are really scared of that? Like,
they're just trying to justify their purchase. That's all it is.
Yeah, bro. Like,
I
don't really need people. I just want the community at large to stop discounting Sony and hoping that Microsoft comes through. When honestly, you should just be happy the way it is. And let me explain. Everybody's still making money. It's not like Xbox is not making money. They're still making money. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay for Microsoft to be 2, and it's okay for Sony to be 1, and vice versa. I just want competition, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think Microsoft is pushing Sony. Like, don't get it twisted. I think they are pushing Sony. I think they're Gamers Pass. I want Sony to do something like that. I know PlayStation Now exists, but they need to fix it. Oh, by the way, did y'all see this tweet on Twitter? It was this insider, and he said that the reason why you're not going to see a lot of things on Sony's side the next 2 years as far as game services is they're rebuilding their whole PSN Now and PSN server infrastructure. They're in the process of rebuilding right now, and it'll be ready to go for PS5.
I wonder if it's going to cost more, though.
Yeah, I agree, Vincent.
No, okay. PlayStation does need to get better services. The thing is that Xbox is not pushing Sony because they don't have any games.
There's a narrative.
No,
but there's a narrative. But Gerard,
there is a narrative.
There's a narrative right now that Sony is anti-consumer, and it's stuck.
That's fine.
Now you have outlets
not hurting their sales. People are still buying it. Look, so Microsoft will push the Sony consoles to get services next generation because we're going to be starting from square one. This generation, they could be pushing them if they had exclusives, but they don't. So it's like, yes, you have Game Pass, but what games is Game Pass? Nothing. So yes, you have the service, and it's cool, but I ain't getting nothing out of it. So Sony is sitting there like, okay, we'll get you a Game Pass type thing by PS5. You just said it. They're building their infrastructure. We'll get it to you by next generation. They ain't worried about this generation. They don't gotta put us game service out right now. They don't need to. Xbox ain't pushing them. What Xbox gonna do? Give you Sea of Thieves? Like,
oh gosh, oh.
Is that Bakumi?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Oh, what's up?
Yo.
Well, you came in time to say goodbye.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna be like people and go out on a limb and say that Microsoft is gonna come back with this roaring comeback next generation.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna give us a couple of exclusives. They're not gonna give us like 6 new IPs. They'll probably give us like 2 or 3 to shut people up, and they'll be okay. One might be great, and the other one might be just okay. But I don't think they're going to come out with a slew of just great exclusives. While Sony literally drops probably 10 sequels next gen, and they're all great. So,
Well, I'm just curious to see what's going to happen next. That's all. I'm just going to wait it out.
Yeah, man, because I'm going to be saving up my money, and I can't wait to purchase it all. I want all of it, you know. My dream is to own one console. I don't like owning multiple consoles.
Right.
I hate it actually because I actually will forget to turn one on.
I feel you on that. I've done that before.
I think for next gen, I just want one of those companies to like make a case for me to stay in an ecosystem for a good 10 years and not let me get swayed.
Right.
Kind of like what Sony did for this generation. I hope they do next generation so I can just stay.
Unfortunately, you kind of have to have 2 consoles because
why?
Because you have to have one of the big 2 as Microsoft and as Sony, and then you need Nintendo. Because as much as because Nintendo had a monopoly on their games. If you like Nintendo games, you have to have Nintendo. You have no choice.
See that wouldn't work for me because I'm not into Nintendo as I used to be.
If John,
that's
like, John
not in Metroid Prime, buy it for Metroid Prime, but after that, I'm selling it. Like Mario and Zelda don't do it for me no more.
That's fine, but for people who are actually into Nintendo games, you have to have a Nintendo console.
But what I said, stay in the ecosystem for 10 plus years. That's what I mean. Like I want to be in one of those consoles. Whoever it is probably going to be between Microsoft and Sony. Whoever wows me, I want to be in that ecosystem for 10 plus years. And I think I'm leaning towards Sony because I think Sony has the safest bet of having the safest transition into the next generation. They have it laid out in front of them. Make a dope console, upgrade your gaming services, upgrade PSN Now, upgrade PS Plus. Just upgrade all that stuff, make it run smoother, and just come out with them sequels and new games. Oh, also, if I was Sony, I would buy Insomniac. It just makes sense. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm flexible because in this generation, in 2013 to 2016, I was on PS4. From 2016 through half of 2017, I was primarily Xbox, and then I went back to PS4 till now. So I base my console choice off what you got at the moment. So yeah, if you give me the games, I'll have your system. If the other one switches and the other one has games and the one I bought doesn't, then more than likely I would either trade that in, or if I have enough money, buy the other console and then play on that for a while until the other games come on the first console one. So yeah, I'm not like show me who the best box is and I'll stay with you. I'm more of a who got the games that I want to play, and then I'm gonna play it. And then I might go back because, like I said, I was a primary Xbox dude from 01 until 2011 because after my second Rare Good Death, I got tired of Xbox, went to PlayStation. So
right, same.
I don't have a So I don't have a loyalty to anybody. It's just who got the games right now. And right now,
Hey, like I
Sony got
said-
all the games. So
Like I said, whoever's got the game just sells the
That-
consoles. That's what I'm saying. Like it's the game sells the consoles.
Yeah, but for my case, guys, there's such a backlog of games from Sony I want to play. It just makes sense for me to get a PS5.
Bro, don't get me started on backlogs.
I mean, we're not telling you not to do
they're
that.
not telling you not to
Yeah.
do it.
No,
We're
I'm
just saying,
no,
but-
I understand. I understand. I was just telling y'all from my point of view, like it just
Yeah.
kind of makes sense for me to
Right.
get a PlayStation 5, and hopefully PlayStation 5 is so good I don't have to buy another console because I don't feel like spending the $500+ to get something for one game. But like Jerron said, I'm probably lying because once Halo Infinite comes out and it looks good, I'm gonna be buying another Xbox.
Nope, because I'm just gonna get that. No, I'm just gonna get that for my gaming laptop that I already have.
Oh yeah, just get a gaming laptop. Yeah, GG.
Boom.
Because they already said that the new Halo's going to be on PC. So
Yep. So I'm good. And the Master Chief Collection is coming on on PCs too. So boom, I have all my Xbox, all my.
like, I have, the crazy thing is I can play Forza Horizon 4 on my laptop. Like
yeah.
I forgot about it. Like yeah, I have a gaming laptop. I could just buy Forza Horizon 4 on the Microsoft Store and play it. So yeah, that might be what I'm doing because
Yep.
I need the Forza Horizon in my
So
life.
in the long run, it goes back to what Mist or Caleb said first episode, or what we were talking about, like the first. I think it was the second episode. I don't really need an Xbox as long as I have my gaming laptop / PC and my PS4 console. Like I really don't even need a PS4. I only have it so I can still game with you guys and my buddies. That's really it. Honestly, all I really need is just my laptop.
He's not wrong.
Well, I need my PS4 because I need these PS4 exclusives.
Oh yeah, there's that too. But
Which is why Xbox needs exclusive content because exclusive sells your box. Which is why I said I could tell in 2013 that Microsoft were starting to venture out of just having a console because you can't go and say I'm putting all exclusives on PC as well if you're trying to sell Xboxes first. That doesn't work because now you give people the option to not have your box. See, Sony and Nintendo aren't giving you an option outside your box. It's literally
box
buy
or
our
no
box
game.
and play these games, or you ain't playing these games. Like
You know what I think's gonna start happening with Xbox? You know how, for example, I think back in the summer they announced at E3 that Microsoft got near Automata, like a collection or something like that, right?
yeah.
I think that's going to start happening with like games that have been exclusives for like PS4 over time. I don't think it's really going to help their sales much, but it's going to be something that'll give them maybe an option in what they want to play. I see that happening.
That's because they've already squeezed out all the
prices.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like
Exactly.
That's not. But the thing is, like that is true, but at the same time, it's
not
not
gonna help
helping
much,
Microsoft though,
exactly.
or it's not. Yeah, it's not helping Microsoft in the long run, regardless.
Because everybody who wanted to play Nier really, really bad had already went out and bought a PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So when
no
it came
offense
to
to
Xbox, it's like,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no offense to people that have an Xbox, but like if you've had an Xbox growing up all these years, I don't think you want to play Kingdom Hearts. So the collection coming out in January, I'm a little confused about that, but I mean, hey, to each their own.
Yeah.
True.
It is crazy because it's like Xbox getting Kingdom Hearts 3,
And every other
But-
game.
but 1.5 and 2.5 is on it's PlayStation only. It's weird.
No, I think
That
they're doing a collection for
They're doing a
Xbox,
collection.
I
They
believe.
are.
Oh, they are? Because that's
Yeah.
not what I heard. I heard that the
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not
No.
doing the collection for
yeah,
Xbox.
no, they're not. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, no.
No, they're not.
Sony has
1.5 and 2.5 and 2.8 are on Xbox. It's just strictly Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, that's
Is
freaking
this
weird.
strictly Kingdom Hearts?
That's
You remember because they
Wow.
came out at E3, they said Kingdom Hearts 3 coming to Xbox, and then when they went to PlayStation, they said you getting 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8 and 3 all in one bundle. Yeah, that's not coming to Xbox.
Oh, you're right. I just Googled. Wow, it's not.
tragic.
That's so trash.
That's what
That
I'm saying,
is-
which is weird because it's like, who's going to buy Kingdom Hearts 3 now on Xbox unless you just happen to play the other ones on PlayStation and you just happen to have an Xbox now? Like,
Which what are the odds of that, honestly?
exactly. Like, it's weird that they didn't put the collections on the Xbox. Like, because that would have been perfect.
Yeah, that
I
would
don't
have
know why Microsoft couldn't show out that money. Like, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm getting Kingdom Hearts 3 on my Xbox, and to hold my Xbox fans over that haven't played Kingdom Hearts because more than likely they had an Xbox 360.
Yep.
I'm gonna give y'all the collection so y'all can get into this game before 3 come out. But no, that's not it. That's not it at all. It's weird.
It's so tragic, man. Literally, Kingdom Hearts has hit every system. Well, that was coming up except for like Xbox systems. It's funny to me.
And like, I'm tired. I need Microsoft to do better because I'm tired of trashing them. Like, it's not even fun at this point. Like,
I feel what you're coming from because I'm tired of it too, and I own an Xbox. So
like, I'm tired of trashing Xbox. Like, it's not fun anymore. It's kind of sad
Bro,
now.
it's pathetic. It's
Like,
pathetic.
it is.
It's literally since 2013. No, actually, you want me to be really bold with y'all?
Go for it.
I really think Sony has been washing Xbox
Since
for at least a good 8 years when it comes to games.
So 2010.
Yes.
I'd say 2011.
That's fair.
So like it hadn't been close in my opinion because I've just been in the ecosystem. Like I've noticed the quality of first party games going down in 2010, 2011, right? And then I just saw the quality of PlayStation just continuously just get better and better and better over these 7-8 years. And people just think it's this generation. No, guys. Like as much like, you know what's a really damning thing about Microsoft is about how much praise they got last generation, but they still lost in sales.
Oh,
exactly. They was number 3.
But they were number 3.
Yes.
Oh,
What's the name? The Wii and the PS3 sold more than the Xbox 360 overall.
I mean, I never really paid attention to them much because the games that came out on Xbox never really interested me, except for like playing Halo with friends. And so to me, I've always been like PlayStation, Nintendo. So
Microsoft dominated the console space from 06 to about 2011.
I was playing my Wii the whole time.
Well, they won a generation, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but after that, it's just been a bloodbath, honestly. Like the last 3 years of that generation was clearly Sony. And then it's been Sony since then.
And like I always say, it's an unpopular opinion. Microsoft did not win this generation. Sony lost it. It's not Microsoft didn't do anything to win that generation. Sony messed up. If it wasn't for Sony's mistake, Xbox would not be as big as it is today. That's what it is.
Dang.
True.
All right, Bakumi, since you're in here right quick, give us your thoughts on Nintendo Direct, and I think we're gonna call it a night.
Oh boy, Jerron, how much roasting have you done to Nintendo already?
Oh my god.
I'm about to go back and listen to the episode later because that was when you shared that picture of the whole you have to log into your Nintendo account weekly to make sure your saves stay there. And if not, even though you have the account still like going on for a certain period of time, you can delete the cloud saves. That is hard R stupid. It's absolutely I can't oh my god, bro.
And then the controllers. Don't forget the controllers.
Okay, so Jake, you remember when we were like watching the Direct, and I was like, "Oh, watch these controllers be $60," and then they actually were, bro. Oh my gosh! And then the whole you can't even use them as Joy-Cons; they're just Super NES controllers, and that's it. Just Nintendo, I need you to not be so. Oh my god, bro! I
didn't even put that in there. Not only. So I have that. Not only is there a paywall before I can even buy the controllers, then I can only use the controllers for these trash ass NES games.
Exactly, like I
don't want to play.
Yeah, like I remember saying that I thought they were just reskin Joy-Cons, but you can't even use them as Joy-Cons, and I'm paying $60 for that. No, that's stupid. You've got to be kidding me, Nintendo. Come on, bro. Like seriously. Oh my god, I don't know who in their marketing department thought it'd be a good idea to make them, oh, if you don't log in weekly, your save data might leave. No big deal, right? And then lose all these customers that aren't going to pay for it after my data gets erased like 3 times, if I get to that point. It doesn't make sense in any aspect, money-wise or anything like that. Like I don't understand.
Still gonna get it though.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know about
See, you see what I'm saying? Nintendo fans.
But I'm a Nintendo. No, I can't even use the word. But like,
see, I told you
I'm not
guys.
getting those trash controllers.
yeah, I'm not. Oh no, I'm not getting the trash controllers. But I mean, I'm getting online services because God knows I got to throw the hands when Smash comes out. That's obvious. Like, come on.
Like I said, like I told him earlier, Rakumi,
What's up?
if Smash Online happens to be trash,
Oh no, don't say that. Don't
I
say
will
that.
not be upset because that means I don't have to buy their online service. That's all I gotta say.
You know, that's actually a pretty good point. If Smash Online is trash, I'll be
We don't have to waste that money.
No. I'll be up, bro. How am I gonna go around bodying people if I can't get? No, that's that.
Cause it's got local play, bro.
I mean, yeah, but that just means y'all have to get your hands.
I mean, we're literally going to Ish's house to go play when the game comes out. Like, it's still local play. Like,
that's gonna be ridiculous. But I mean, you know, gotta get that versus rating up. Show them that we throw hands. But I'd be so angry if it like. How can they mess this up?
I mean, they messed up the Wii U one.
That's also true. My question is, how can you mess up online services, bro? You did just fine on the Wii. Just do the same thing. Like, Nintendo, y'all do everything right except for the 1,000 things you don't do right. I don't get it. God, they're hurting me, friends. They're hurting me. I don't understand.
But you're letting them hurt you, though.
I can't do anything about it. That's the problem.
I mean, technically, Makumi didn't buy a Switch, so
yeah, I just got lucky with that.
Like give money so far. So
true.
Technically, I didn't even buy a DS either. I never told y'all that story, did I?
Yeah, I told you that story.
Getting donations out the ass, man.
I get really lucky. No, but back when Pokemon X came out, one of my friends let me borrow his DS, and then he bought a 3D, the newer 3DS, and he was like, "Oh yeah, don't worry about it." And I'm like, "Okay," so I still have it.
Dang, yeah, that's nice.
That was a nice little plus thing right there. But yeah, so Nintendo, I may need to fix that because why? Like I was so hyped about the Nintendo Direct too. Like I need to buy The World Ends With You when it comes out, but just all this garbage around it after the hype wore down. Like I need to understand what they're thinking. Well, no, they're not thinking. What am I talking about?
Yeah, but yeah, Nintendo online service trash. Their practices are trash.
Did I miss anything?
The games are good, so
I mean, yeah, it's a mixture of nostalgia and good games.
So the problem is now it's like, bruh, you gave me the good game. It's like Vincent said, we buy consoles for games, so that's the only reason why I still go back to Nintendo because I want to play the games.
Yeah, I grew up with it too.
Touch that Weeble Blade 2.
Wait, did I miss anything? What, the controllers? That price is garbage. The online services.
Not only is the price garbage, but you have to have an online subscription to even buy the controllers.
Wait, what?
You didn't hear that?
What?
You didn't read that? Yeah, you have to have subscribe to the online service to even buy the controllers. And then don't think you can finesse them and just hop on your friend with a family plan and buy them because everybody who has a family plan, only one person can buy the controllers.
What?
Yes.
Well, so you're telling me? So wait, how are they gonna know if I go to my local Best Buy and buy a controller? What?
You can't buy. That's the thing. You can't buy the NES controllers at Best Buy. You have to order them through Nintendo, and they have to ship them to you. You can't just buy them at Best Buy.
There are so many words I want to use right now. You've got to...
Damn.
Oh, someone take my blood pressure.
And like I said, y'all over here calling Sony and Microsoft anti-consumer. They ain't anti-consumer. Nintendo's the one that's anti-consumer. Because that's so BS.
That's like what's the level below garbage? That's the word I need right now.
Dumpster fire?
No, below that.
My cousin's mixtape.
Yes, there you go. Perfect. That might be
We're ending. Yep. Good night.
Oh my gosh.
That was great. That was great, guys. Like I said, this has been episode 3, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. That was a good episode, guys.
Yeah, and I promise
a lot of topics.
Yo, I promise I won't miss 90% of it next time. I hope.
Shout out to my cousin. Get that mixtape.
Stop it, John. Stop it.
Nope.
No, that
Wow.
We're gonna stop the podcast. Yeah.
Yep, stop it. Yep, stop it.
Sorry, guys. Good night.
Cut it.
All right.
Cut it.